All right, I think that should be a little bit better on audio. I was talking to myself. I forgot that I restarted my computer. I have a, it's called
All right,
Reaper.
I think that should
Oh
be a
wait,
little bit better
I
on
have an
audio. I
echo.
was
One
talking
second.
to myself. I forgot
That's
that I
embarrassing. I always
restarted my
forget to-
computer. I have a,
You know what?
all right, a bit of a rocky start, but oh well, that's just fine. I always forget to mute the stupid feedback, the public view, to make sure that I can see what's going on. But anyway, we're gonna get going here. So now I believe you guys in the stream should hear my game audio and microphone audio. Let me know how those volumes are, and I can adjust them if needed. And let's see, we should have the chat going up on the screen. Yeah, so I think we got everything ready, if I am not mistaken. And then we're just waiting to hear back and see if audio is right. So I guess I'll just start by recapping. We made quite a few changes on the map. One of them is we actually added pigs. Well, we also added this cool thing. This is so cool. So we added pigs, and pigs have enough stuff for now. But what I want to do is, let's see, we could take one of those new trailers. I did trade out these trailers for, how you doing, Craig? How are you doing? I forget if you are a console or PC player and if you are planning on joining us. But everything should be over in the Discord if you are, if you want to. Hold on, I'm gonna tell my Discord chat that the stream has actually started. Has started. Okay, just responding to the question over there. And yeah, so anyway, let me know that, Craig. I don't know if you can join us or not, but I'd love to have you in the game. I changed a lot of mods, and so if anybody is out there watching that has played with us before on the server, I tried to give you as much advance notice as possible earlier in the week that it's probably best to just re-download everything. I actually even edited the Stappenbach map, so you'll have to re-download that map. I made a few hard embedded changes to the map just to make the global market and the pig. Well, let's just go look at that stuff real quick. So maybe we should let's just go do that. How about that? Let's go over to one of our... Here, let's get rid of all of those just to minimize the junk. And we need to find the man semi because we're going to go look over there. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, Craig, how are you doing? Let me know, is the audio good? Is the audio bad? Etc. Any quality problems? Let me know all that stuff. And, okay, so here is one of the new additions, and it's just, I really wanted to make the changes to the map. I hate the way the placeable works, where you plop it down in a grass field, and it just looks so ugly. So I made it look a little bit nicer in Giants Editor, and that requires a re-download of the map. Like I said, I tried to convey that to everybody. Thank you, Elvana. I'll just call you Bra. Thanks, Bra. I do appreciate that feedback. Should we start with the meatpacking plant? Let's, how much does the meatpacking plant even have? Let's, make sure our F1 menu is open. And all right, we are synchronizing data. We have at least one other person, coming in. What do we have to do to join Adam? Yeah, so I tried to, in the future, it'd be best if you follow my Discord. Hopefully you have a good internet connection speed for downloads. If you go into my Discord, which you'll see an invite there on the left side of the screen, if you look in Discord under the pound announcement thread, you will see that I have a download link to all the mods. All you have to do is download that link, download all the mods, and then all you have to do is download all those mods, and the information to join the server is right there as well in that same announcement thread. All right, Adam, yeah, look under that announcement thread and let me know if you have any further problems getting oh yeah, I see you there. You're right at the top of the online members. And then you don't have to chat in Discord. Don't feel, I guess I'll just say this to everybody, don't feel like you have to have a mic or anything to be able to play with us or join in game. This is just what I do. And I'm going to join the guys over in Discord later. Right now I'm just talking. It's easier for me to talk and explain and help people get joined initially when I'm not also chatting to people in game. Wayne, if you are, I hope you're listening to the stream as well as playing. You can, I don't know, there's a lot to do. I was actually, why don't you try this? Why don't you test out the global market functionality? and go over to grab a truck or a tipper with something that you can put things in, and go to the global market and buy pig food, and then take that pig food to the pig food farm, which you can find out by pressing Control Z. And well, that doesn't have the location of the pig food, but anyway, they're pretty well fed at this point. But I want to see them, just dump the pig food. Basically, I want you to test out the functionality of the pig food, and you can do that by just dumping the load of pig food somewhere over there by the pigs. The goal is we're gonna need to. Sorry, Peter. I did try to let people know as early as possible that there'd be a lot of mods and stuff to download, and it's probably just safe to re-download everything. So. Anyway, so the goal here, we've added a lot of stuff. Let's just recap in case none of you have watched my earlier video. We have added to the Stappenbach map, we have added a soy milk factory right about here. Actually, you know what? This is what this thing's for. So let's go to our little app here. Let's go to the factory script. Good evening, mod. Hopefully you're joining us. Oh yeah, I forgot. I saw you up there, AJ Deer. Thank you for playing on my map. I guess I'll also say to everybody, I have a support thread on FSUK for bugs. If you find any bugs, please go over there to report them. Don't feel bad. You don't have to apologize. Although I appreciate you handling it delicately. Because I really hate seeing bugs, but I want you to report them because I want to get them fixed. So if you look on FSUK, go to download mods and then look for Tazewell County, and then scroll to the bottom, you'll see a view support topic, and if you wouldn't mind, put all the bugs there. Hello, Platinum Turbo, how are you? I just wanted to finish my Tazewell County. AJ Deer, yes, I hope you're enjoying the map, and thank you, Bra, for letting me know about thank you, I appreciate that. Message about the Tazewell County map. I hope you're enjoying that. Yes, all the mods are, well, I mean, the link's on Discord. They're not hosted on Discord. They're hosted on the server. But yes, I think that's what you were asking. And so let's just continue recapping the changes, and hopefully the guys jumping in the game will pick things up. So the placeables are actually at the very end. So we have the butchery that we added. This is where I'm standing now, the Caster Foods. How are you doing, Bishop? I'm just going over a rundown of the changes on the map, and then I'll get playing here. This is basically an overview of the video that I already put out, but I'll assume that you haven't seen that video. So anyway, yes, I added Caster Foods, and then I've also added pigs. I think the pig farm is up here somewhere. You guys will have to find that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the reason I added pigs is because pigs we're gonna truck a lot of pigs to slaughter over here to Caster Foods, and then the sell point for Caster Foods when this produces meat is somewhere over here. It's at the same location as the milk cell. So if you look for that milk cell point, that's where we can drive a semi to sell some meat. The other thing I added was the soybean soy milk. And, well, I hope you join me soon. This stream, I guess for you guys, you might recognize that I do pretty long streams. This one's only going to be 2 or 3 hours. I do have to go into the night shift tonight. I did just wake up, and I am full of energy from sleep. So, yeah, I have to go into the night shift, and I'll spend a little bit of time with my wife before I go in. So I'll probably be stopping the stream in 2 hours, maybe 3 at the longest, but that's probably the longest I'll go, if not 2. But anyway, let's continue on. This is a soy milk factory. Unfortunately, when we harvested all our soybeans, we sold all of our darn soybeans, and we don't have any left. So this is something else. Feel free, anybody else who is listening, drive over to the global market if it works. It should be working, but I haven't tested it yet on the server. And then come on over here to the soy milk factory. It's going to need other things like fuel and water, I believe, to get it going. And then you also sell the soy milk at the same location as the normal milk cell. How are you doing, Ababu? I'm glad you were able to catch it. Yeah, I do try to announce it ahead of time, and the way I've seen best to announce it is just kind of put it up there on my YouTube page as an event starting in certain days. So that way, if you frequent my YouTube page on the home page, you will see that announcement for when the next live stream is going to be. And then I also announce it on Twitter advance, and then of course I announce it in my Discord. But since I think I do a pretty good job trying to announce my stream ahead of time, and then
Yeah, I just never know my schedule. Anyway, we're gonna. Do I do this every time where I talk and I don't actually farm in a farming sim game? I was looking to see how much meat we have. I thought I gave us some to test it out a little bit. So we have a little bit of sausage. Let's perhaps hop in here and load up. Start loading. Oh, wait. Wait. We need to open our door. We didn't. Oh. Oh, I backed it in without opening up the door. Okay, well, for those of you not aware of the Caster Foods mod, it is actually pretty cool. Unfortunately, it's only available on uploaded.com, or I guess you have it available to you if you download it on the server, along with this beautiful text along the side. Okay, it's not so beautiful. Let's deliver this meat and see how much it grants us. Let's close this up. I did also give us a few bit of money because that was back when I was experimenting with how, adding these buildings and placeables, and it took a lot to add them. Okay, Craig, truck driver. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it would be fun if they added some functionality there where it wouldn't have actually loaded if the doors were closed. That would have been fun. Well, I do hope you can join us later, Craig, and hopefully that works out for you. And it is unfortunate that the biggest file, I think, is downloading the Stappenbach map. It's like 700 megabytes, so hopefully you guys will be able to join. Now that I'm actually driving a truck around, if any of you guys could let me know how my truck volume is as well compared to the my voice. It's always hard to tell because the way my recording is set up, my game volume is it's kind of like a different audio track than what you guys hear. So I can adjust my headphone volume without having to adjust the in-game volume, what you guys hear. So yeah, let me know that. And we're continuing to go on down, and we're gonna sell this. Vehicle volume is really low. Okay, well, let's 1 second. All right, let me know if that is any better, and see how loud that is now. And okay, so hopefully you can hear the vehicle now talking over my voice. And just to make sure it's not too loud, test it out now with outside the cab. But of course, this semi doesn't really get that high a RPM anyway, so it might not be terribly loud. Hello, Asthmatic. I'll just call you Hedgehog. How you doing? Thank you for joining my stream. We've got now we just have to figure out where the milk cell is. I think it's over here to the left. All right, perfect. Now, thank you for that feedback. It's kind of funny. It seems a different level than when I go to record and edit. I always have to turn down the game volume so much when I edit so that I actually set it up so that it's always lower than my voice when I record, and then those same volumes are default for the stream. So yeah, Hedgehog, are you hopefully you're going to be able to join us. Thanks Nathan for letting me know that as well. I think this is where I set up that cell trigger for the meat. We're going to I always think of the Arby commercial, who has the meats. Who has the meats? That guy's got a good voice. Anyway, let's we're doing well. We're not going to hit that Oh, I did also edit the XML for these trailers, and I removed the turning axle on the rear trailers because I think that's just better. I'm doing well, Hedgehog. I kind of just woke up from sleeping on my day shift, or night shift, sleeping during the day for my night shift. And let's open up our door here to kind of, how should have I done this? This is actually a placeable thing, so I didn't know where exactly to put it, but this is close enough to simulate getting into that loading dock. Yeah, it's good enough. Hopefully, Craig understands that I'm just a rookie truck driver. So there we go. Yeah, hey, Tino, how you doing? Now, can we make this turn? Now you're going to see if I'm a real rookie truck driver or not. Well, you know what? Let's try to do this without cheating. No, I'm going to cheat because it's so hard to tell depth perception. Yeah, see, I thought it was like on the fence. I had more room there, and we're going to, you know what? Let's just go backwards. We don't want to scratch our brand new paint job here. Wayne, I wonder, since there's not a lot of people on the server, Maybe I should just jump in Discord right now. I actually, you turned too early. Yeah, well, yeah, that's kind of, I don't know about you guys, but I have such a hard time with depth perception in this game. You know, sometimes, like, I think that my trucks, or sometimes I think, like, my wheel or the hood of my tractor is about to hit a wall, and I look and I'm, like, 5 feet away. And then other times, I think I have 5 feet, and I hit the stupid wall. So I really have problems with depth perception in this game. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I mean, obviously, I don't think it's really anything with me. Depth perception is based on having 2 eyes that can defer the distance between, you know, real-life objects, and you know, your eyes, your brain, in coordination with your eyes and the distance between your left and right eye, can actually figure out the distance between something. That's how you get depth perception. That's why people who are blind in one eye have such a hard time determining depth. But yeah, and obviously when you're doing it in a game that, yes, the game's 3D, but you're seeing it on a 2D screen, it's kind of hard to determine the... Oh, sorry, pedestrian. Sorry! It's almost like I'm playing a game where I hit the pedestrian. Sorry about that, guys. Hello, Lyric. How are you doing? We are having a lot of fun on the Stappenbach map. So far, it's just me and Wayne out here, so hopefully we get some other... You can use the front mirror. Yeah, wait. Yeah, I guess you can. But that, I mean, look at that. That's like right in front of the truck. And so I guess it'll tell you right before you hit something. And I guess I could go a little bit slower, but yeah, that's, I'm never too close, always too far away. Yeah, just comment. Yeah, and then you hit something. Thank you, Lyric. I think you're trying to say you subbed. Had a couple typos there. Yeah, I was. I'll have to figure out more about that. If anybody, I'm loud. Am I loud? Is my voice too loud? Is that what you mean, Brady? Let me know. Let me know what some other guys think on that. Well, I'm generally a loud person by nature, so I can turn down my mic as well if my mic is too loud compared to the tractor. I mean, or you can just turn down your computer. Okay, so I'll turn down my microphone just a bit then, and let's do it 3 decibels and see how that looks. Okay, so 3 decibels, and let me know how that looks, guys. Gotta open up the back doors here, and you're not too loud. You're regular. Yeah, you know, in real life, I can't tell you how many times my family says, "Keep it down. Daniel, use inside voices. Daniel, you're talking too loud. Daniel, I'm right here. Daniel, stop shouting in my ear." And, yeah, that's why yeah. Normally I can catch that stuff in recording, but streaming, it's always hard to hear that. I don't know. Some guys listen to their self when they talk, but so they can hear that. But I find that way too distracting to hear yourself talk, even if even if there's no lag there, latency in that feedback. Do I do multiplayer on any other maps? Sometimes. Oh, really? I thought I was sure far away enough from that. I haven't yet. Well, occasionally I've done multiplayer with the West Coast just a little bit, but not anything on a regular basis, really. I mean, unfortunately, it's one of those things where I would love to join a multiplayer server. I have so much fun playing multiplayer with other people, but based on my rotating shift work schedule, it's just so hard to set up anything on a regular basis, and it's, you know, most of my time goes towards recording, and we're just going to leave it like that. The trailer's straight. That's what's important, right? The trailer's almost straight. It's a little bit off center, but that's good enough. Yes, that's good enough. It will work. That's the important thing. It fits in the doorway. Okay, Wayne, what are you doing? Wayne, let me know. Wayne, let me know if you want to jump in chat together, since there's nobody else on the server. I think I've explained just about everything. Wayne, also let me know, what is he doing? Let's go look at Wayne. It looks like Wayne perhaps just, is that the global market mod? It looks like Wayne maybe just used, no, that's where the global market's at. I don't know what Wayne's doing. Wayne is in a, one second. Why don't I have There we, no. No, no, other way. Minimum notification, no. Why isn't Wayne popping up in, oh wait, does it just say, no. W, oh, he's delivering milk. He's delivering milk with 4% of milk. Oh, maybe he's going to test out the soy milk. Maybe that's what he's doing. I should really, you know what? Perhaps I will get on my Discord now. And, okay, so let's just do that. And, okay. So now, if Wayne wanted to jump in the Discord with me, I guess one thing I should say is if you are brand new, I've had some problems with some, we'll call it less considerate people that belch in the microphone on, how you doing, Farmer Craig?
I'm doing good. I'm on the Discord.
All right, awesome. Are you gonna be joining us today?
If I can get the mods downloaded and the map and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, I do try to put that out and make that available to everybody, but you know it's always hard to notify everybody. So hopefully get those downloaded. It's a big download, I know. Hopefully Wayne jumps in so that I can talk with him a little bit. Because I'm not really sure. It looks like he is okay. Wait, where's he going? Where is he? Well, welcome to our Discord, Reeves. If you're looking to join the, can't talk, can't think. If you're looking to join this game, then look under the pound announcement tab. I know I said that, but for anybody new, if you're looking to join, you can follow the server link on the Discord and look under the pound announcement tab, and the server links and password information will be there. I did just also want to say, anybody new in Discord, you don't have to have Discord or use Discord to be able to play on this map, but I did just want to say I've changed the permissions around a little bit because I've had some inconsiderate people. So now everybody new to the channel in this one voice server, the voice server I'm in right now, Stream Multiplayer Live, you will only have permission to talk if you are a SimStation survivor, which is just a category that I've selected. So, Craig, I'm hearing myself talk with feedback. Could you possibly either use push to talk or turn down my wonderful voice so I don't have to hear myself? I'd appreciate it.
I thought I had it on push to talk.
Oh. No, I don't know. I hear myself. I can hear myself in the background loop somehow. I don't know. You can check your settings somewhere there for that. Yeah, that sounds a lot better. If you just did something, that's a lot better. I guess perhaps I should do. All right, I'll see you later, Reeves. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully you can join or at least just watch. 1 second, I'm gonna mute myself while I cough. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't mute myself in Discord, but I mute myself for the stream. I gotta figure that out. Okay, let's keep going. Wayne, I still don't know what Wayne is doing. Oh, someone's talking in global chat. But Wayne is not loving the livery on the trailer. Oh, thank you, Wayne. But unfortunately, I don't know what Wayne is doing. Wayne is delivering fuel. Okay, so he's got fuel now. Wayne is no. I was thinking Wayne's over here at the soy milk mod getting that working, but I don't know. Wayne's gone rogue, folks. We don't know what Wayne's doing. Hello, John Deere 6630. Well, what have you missed? It depends if you saw my preview video or not, where I showed you the changes, like the we have a soy milk factory, so we can get some soy milk production going. And we also I have just, basically the only thing I've done this, other than talking and adjusting volume, is I've delivered a load of pigs, or a load of meat rather, from Caster Food to the sell point. So we made some money. That's what you have missed. That's basically all. You haven't missed anything. I think I am going to go out and start opening up the cornfield by myself. Since we don't have a lot of people in chat, I will discuss corn harvest in real life, and part of my complaints with the game every time I harvest corn. So we'll do that right now. Yeah, so let's hop in the comment. Looking at this field real quick. It is, well, you know what? It might be easier to look at the mini map. So in general, you always try to plant a cornfield with the longest rows. You know, you always try to plant a cornfield so that you have the most longest rows possible, and then around curves and the end, you have what are called end rows, or guys in the UK call them headlands, but they don't necessarily go all the way around the field, just where you're turning. I've seen actually some people in American forums on Ag Talk call them turn rows instead of end rows, but my dad always used the term end rows. Anyway, so like all along this curve, for example, you would have some end rows. You wouldn't want to be, whoops, that's weird. You wouldn't want to be traveling back and forth. That would just be inefficient for the combine, and also yield efficiency would be horrible. So probably along here we'd have north-south rows, and then you'd have end rows all along the south side of the field here, and then along the curve here. And then probably what you'd have going on here, depending on the size of this field, north to south, you would actually probably plant this going east to west, this section, and then I don't know, if it's big enough, you might be able to just go north and south through the whole field. But that's one of the complaints I have. When you go to harvest, it doesn't matter what direction you harvest. It doesn't matter what direction you plant. I know it's limitations of the game or whatever, and they can't really do much about it. But it's one of the things that I always hate, because going around end rows on a curve are fun and kind of a tricky prospect at the same time. And you have to pay attention to what you're doing, but it looks like accidentally backed in the cornfield there. But yeah, it's just, I know it doesn't really model that correctly in the game, but they can only do what they can do. Let's get some stuff going there. There we go. Welcome, Awesome Liquor. Thank you for stopping by. Yes, happy holidays. Merry Christmas to everybody. So John Deere 6630, I hope that answered your questions. If not, feel free to let me know and elaborate more. Ricky Boy, if you could please try to use English. I don't know what language that is, but yeah, I can't really respond to those chat comments. So yeah, we're gonna try to open up the field. And when I say open up the field, that is a general term for getting all of your end rows done so that you can basically turn back and forth easily. And it's opening up the field, getting it ready to go. It's generally a slower process, and you're just setting it up for efficiency, long-term efficiency. So I see Ricky Boy was banned by Platinum Turbo, so I'm guessing that was some type of derogatory or some type of a bad comment, not a simple hello in another language. So I appreciate that. Feel free to keep on banning people at will. I was telling guys in the previous server, I come from the Navy, and with certain things, they just have absolute zero tolerance, and that's the way that I go. You know, it's like, if it's an accident, that's one thing, but there's certain things that are clear not accidents. Like, for example, there was one guy who lied about doing maintenance on the trim pump. The trim pump is on a 688 class submarine. There are two ways to move water around the submarine. You have a drain pump and a trim pump. Well, there's lots of other ways, there's lots of other systems to move water, but as far as when you have flooding, to move water out of the submarine, you have a trim pump and a drain pump. The drain pump is the normal. The trim pump, you can cross-connect the trim and drain systems so that the trim pump can also pump water overboard in the event that you have flooding and the drain pump is failed. The normal function of the trim pump is what it says. It trims water from various trim tanks. It moves water from various trim tanks to bounce the submarine out so that you can maintain level depth forward to aft and port to starboard, as well as the actual depth, you know, to keep it from rising higher and lower, your buoyancy, essentially. And yeah, so we had a shipmate that lied about doing maintenance on the trim pump. He said that he signed off a paper saying that he greased the upper rotor bearings for the trim pump, and he did not, because later that bearing actually failed, and that means the trim pump was out of commission. And upon inspection, there was, yeah, so see, this is, I'll come back to that story. This is part of the thing in real life where I just miss, because you would be knocking over corn if I came into a turn like that, because that would be planted east to west, and I just came from the end rows that were planted north to south. So you would probably have to try to, you know, approach that field more square than what I was doing. Otherwise, I would be knocking over corn. And you, no problem, Wayne, no problem at all. And you generally knock over a lot of corn when opening up a field, and small farmers like us always get out of the combine, or the guy driving the auger wagon walks alongside the combine, well, to do regular checks as well, but also just picking up ears of corn that may have dropped. So we're going to actually stop right now, because this is, we're going to pretend that this was an end row. We're going to open up another end row. We'll say that we planted, how big is this header? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is a 12-row corn header. We're going to say that we planted 24 rows of corn on the, and I'm going to hit that tree. We're going to say we planted 24 rows of, well, maybe not. We're going to say we planted 24 rows of corn along the end here. So we're going to do 2 passes just starting along the end rows to kind of get the field opened up. And then we're going to go that direction to open up the rest of the field. We'll say typically with this, hello again, Robux. We're gonna say that we planted 24 end rows along everything. Okay, so anyway, back to that. He lied about doing maintenance on the trim pump, and basically he was fired. He was kicked out of the Navy, kicked out of submarines. Well, I don't know if he was necessarily dishonorably discharged, but he was kicked out of the submarine force, and not allowed back. He probably ended his Navy career. He didn't re-sign, and was, I don't know, sent to the surface fleet with some, I don't know, swabbing the deck or whatever they do on the surface fleet. But on the submarine, especially on a submarine, you know, you have a lot of single-point failures, and you can't tolerate stuff like that. So all that to say is, well, thank you, Harry. Thank you, Harry. I'll go back to real corn in a second, but just discussing why I approve of, you know, zero tolerance, because with a lot of things in the Navy like that, if you lie on maintenance, that is a conscious act that you do. That's not an accident. That is not a mistake. If you lie, then you know, that's it. You're done. Same thing with drugs. If you the first time you pop positive on any drug in the Navy, you're done. You're kicked out, dishonorable discharge. There's zero tolerance. And that's kind of the mentality I have as well. You know, when someone does something stupid on purpose that is incredibly stupid, why give them another chance? It's not an accident. Anyway, we're gonna talk more about corn here. We are just opening up the field here, and let's see. I don't want to knock over any corn when I am unloading. Let's turn around here. And do I have Roblox? Are you talking to Nicole? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Nicole. Roblox, I do have a PlayStation, and the only reason I have a PlayStation is because San Diego Studios releases their Major League Baseball game exclusively on PlayStation, and that is what I love baseball. Baseball is my favorite. It's the best sport in the world. And, yeah, you can call me whatever, Bullet Bill. I also don't know, I used your first name the other day, because you told me to use your first name, but I don't know what to do in public, so, yeah, same here as well. What a corny talk. Oh, you are great with the puns. Well, there's many truths to anything, but just one not lie. Yeah, okay, so we're going to continue opening up this cornfield. I was talking about, for those of you just joining, I was talking about how I really wish, all right, well, I won't call you, I'll just call you Sam then. I don't know what else I would call you. Yeah, we were talking about picking corn, and picking corn, it's a lot different than cereal crops or soybeans. You have to follow the rows that you planted, and it makes, I don't know, to me, it makes, I mean, corn is half of what we plant every year, and it's half of what we harvest, so it really makes planting a fun experience, because every single time you plant a field, you have to consider how you're going to harvest that field. And so you don't want to plant, you know, you always have to plant with the mind of how the heck am I going to get the harvester in this tight corner, or how am I going to open up this field with the harvester with minimizing the amount of ears that you knock down. Of course, you can just drive the combine straight in, you know, perpendicular to rows, and the corn kind of does work its way and force itself into the head, but you get a lot of dropped ears that way, especially if it's really dry and the corn ears are you know, brittle. Sometimes the corn can fall off the stalk really easy. Let's catch up with chat and okay. Well, actually, it's just talking to Sam there. Miles, how are you doing? Right now, it's just me and Wayne here sitting in the server. I'm trying to open up this field so it's ready to go if we get more people. But right now, it's just me and Wayne is doing something else. Well, he was on the phone, so that's probably why he's not trying to coordinate with me. I'm just trying to get this cornfield opened up, ready to harvest. And we're going to say that this is the rest of the end row here. Is it me, or is that combine header have no cutter material effect? The foliage? Yeah, that's another good point. Perhaps that's... Huh. That is true. The default headers all have that. I wonder if it's because... I know on Stappenbach they used a lot of extra stuff. And I don't know if that said stuff affects what you say. I would have to imagine that's why we're not seeing it, because this is not a... Oh, wait. Is this the class header? Does the class combine pack have its own header trailers? Then... oh, it looks like they took this header, and yes, we have 3 of these. So it looks like when they made this mod for the header, it is not... it's not going in. Yeah, so they must have messed up that mod for this header. That's the only thing that I can think of. Or someone messed up the MR conversion. I'm not sure if that's related to the... Have I started saying... have I started saying... Goodbye yet? Well, I'm not sure what you mean, Rob. It is on a delay, just because if you're unfamiliar with how streams work, you know, it basically I play the game. I do a I don't know if you call it capture. So I capture the game, and then my computer compresses that through OBS. It compresses it into a really small bundle of joy, a little small package that it transmits to YouTube. And that process of, you know, making that, you know, compressing that video into a small enough file, and then the process of uploading, it's actually probably not the upload speed as much as it is the compression that I am undergoing. So we're going to continue opening up this field. This is, I'm guessing, again, here we would plant like 24 end rows along this waterway here to allow us to turn around. Good evening. Well, thank you, Lancashire Farmer. I don't know how to, you know, it's funny. It's like, it reminds me of when I was in the Navy and I was living near Boston. I remember I told my cousin who lived up there, I was traveling to his house. I was passing outside of Boston. There's a town called Worcester, but it's spelled like Worcester. And I told him, hey, yeah, I'll be there in about an hour. I'm passing Worcester. He's like, Daniel, don't call it Worcester. That's just so wrong. You will, yeah, you'll get called out as a foreigner immediately. It's pronounced Worcester. So, yeah, that's... I don't know if Lancashire is like that at all or not. I don't know how to pronounce the Lancashire. Yes, anyway, I'm glad that you enjoy my streams. We're going to pretend that... Okay, so now let's set up our main GPS for... Well, no, we won't. Let's just... You know, does anybody know how to turn off the global chat? I know Control-T will let me global chat, but I forget how to turn off the global chat for the global market mod. If you guys know how to do that, please let me know. Oh, that's right! I remember that. You told me to call you that in the past. That's right, Richard. I will try to remember to call you Richard. I do remember that. It's, you can turn it off, mod. You can. I promise. You can turn it off. Let's get this last little ear on the stock here. And for my, you know, I've somehow passed 1,000 subscribers already. So when I get time next week, we are setting up with the help of Wayne, who is actually here on the server with us. He's just not talking because he's antisocial. He spent a lot of time setting up a with the help of Modelisher. Actually, he spent a lot of time setting up a massive corn harvest on my farm. It's gonna, we have every field owned and every field is corn, and we have a lot of massive equipment. We're gonna go through and we're going to. Would we get to purchase a small dump body for the AR from? Yes, go ahead, Wayne. Go ahead. You are welcome to. Hey, that, yes. You know, for small purchases, that's why I gave you admin privileges. Yes, go ahead. I appreciate you asking, though. Let's, Donkey Deer Sven. Okay, so here we go. We are going on. Oh yes. Speaking of DW Agra, that's yeah. Speaking of being considerate, not that he was inconsiderate. Yeah, it depends on what Sam wants. But speaking of considerate, I just got to give a shout out to Landy Kid because one of my newest subscribers told me that Landy Kid gave me a shout out and said that I think he was talking about MR and that I had a few good MR tutorials. And I just got to say that that's awesome, because when I first started YouTube, I got warned by a few people that there's some nasty YouTubers out there that'll leave you, you know, angry chat messages under another pseudonym because they're jealous or something of a up-and-coming channel that has 1,000 subscribers. I don't know. But I've heard rumors from multiple places that YouTube can get nasty, and I just gotta say that it's nice that I haven't seen that, at least from, maybe I'm not big enough, but it's nice that I have not seen that among the Farming Simulator community, and it seems like all of the Farming Simulator YouTubers and streamers just, you know, want to spread and share their love for the game, and you know, I like feeling like I'm part of a community of streamers providing enjoyable entertainment for people instead of trying to compete with people, you know. So I just gotta give a shout out to Landy Kid. I do thank him for that, and I'll send him like a I almost said send him a Twitter, if you can believe that. Yeah, I'm not yeah, I'll have to send him a tweet, or I'll personally thank him on his page or something like that. But it's just nice to see people enjoying other YouTubers and encouraging other YouTubers instead of, you know, trying to, like, oh no, I can't mention that name because then they'll go to that channel, they'll never come back to mine or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if anybody think, well, based on what people have warned me, people do think that way. So it's just, it was a very nice, encouraging, and heartfelt message that I enjoyed receiving. We have oh man, this is really planted really close to the trees here. And this is hard. Yeah, so like I was talking about, end rows, you would typically plant, based on the curvature of this field, you would typically plant, well, let's just zoom in. You would typically plant like 24 end rows all the way around the curve like this. Otherwise, like, if I don't plant it along the curve, then there's no way in heaven that I'm going to be able to turn around here, because these are all trees. This is a forest. I have zero turning room without. It's actually quite fun. I have been, so for example, if I was full at this point, this has happened to me in real life, and I needed to turn around, it's actually quite fun in real life, because you pause, you lift up the head, you back out, and then like 1 or 2 rows at a time, you kind of work your way over, and you pick up another row, and keep going a little bit along that row. And then you go back a little bit further. And of course, this is a little bit easier to do with only a 6-row corn head like what we have in real life instead of 12-row corn head. This is 12. This feels like more than 12. Those look really narrow. We use 30-inch rows. This looks more like 24-inch rows or something like that. But anyway, I'm going on in here. Yeah, so this is the way that you would have to turn around in a row cornfield to minimize the damage of knocking over rows. So you kind of just work your way in one row at a time. Like I said, you're going to lose a little bit of corn, knock a little bit on the ground. And then as I work in more, I would have to come back along my outside 12 rows here. And I would have to open these up a little bit more and then go on back. And then I would have to go back to the start point where I hadn't, and then there we go. So then I would work on and grab a few more rows from inside here, and then, you know, once I get myself enough space to turn around, then I could go back and turn around. So that's the way that you harvest corn in real life, and it's just, you know, because we do corn and soybean, and that's all I do. I mean, I know there's a lot of depth missing from other parts of the game as well, like the animals, but it would be great if somehow, in some year, it's probably several years down the road, but it would be really, really cool if, you know, you were actually able to plant individual plants, or at least individual rows, and then you had to harvest those individual rows, you know, and they somehow simulated a yield loss if you did not, you know, drive straight along based on the rows that you planted. I don't know how they do that. It would have to be, I mean, it's got to be a game for the future. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if, hey, how you doing, Shuffy? We're just talking about corn harvest, real life versus in-game. And if anybody knows cattle and crops, maybe we could talk about that a little bit. Because cattle and crops, I think, unless I'm wrong, they have some type of system where they model individual plants, and individual plants are actually modeled somewhat in that game, I think. I don't know if that means you also need to harvest them like in rows, but I do know that there's something there where it's a little bit more detailed. I just don't know how much more detailed it is off the top of my head. And that is, oh my goodness, I had a lot of fun. If you guys want to see a video of me basically telling Kerbal what to do on his live stream, okay, that's exaggerating a little bit, but that's what it feels like I was doing. He live streamed the Cattle and Crops game last night, and I was at work, and so I basically had all these questions because all I had time to do was my little brief video. Can we make it to the end? Let's try to make it to the end. All I had the time to do was my little brief video of just a quick map tour on Cattle and Crops, and I was so giddy with excitement for you guys are funny. I'm so giddy with excitement for yeah, could someone please ban Caleb? Thank you. If someone could what was I saying? Lost my train of thought. Train of thought lost. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was so giddy based on, like, I don't know if you've seen my Cattle and Crops video or not, but the I went on to the, like, I saw the field and the soil definitions and stuff like that. The soil, it looked like a more complicated version of soil mod, and you know, that really, really excited me. I saw Kerbal drive around, and so, like, I didn't have a chance to test out any of the functionality, so I had a chance to watch Kerbo, who's an awesome Twitch streamer, by the way, in case you guys aren't familiar with him. And we made it. Kind of. I think, let's try, you know, I would have planted end rows along here as well, so let's try to go along here. Yeah, anyway, Kerbo's an awesome Twitch streamer. Catch his if you can. But anyway, I had a time to watch him explore the functionality with the AI, and it was quite awesome to it was quite awesome to see the AI. Like, you could pick the AI from the farm, or you can start them from any point. Well, you start them from where they're at. You have a dedicated hired help, and you tell them what field to drive to. They turn and drive on the roads. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Yeah, I didn't make it. Craig, yes, hopefully you can join us. Yeah, Caleb, there, don't advertise yourself. That's just not very respectful. let's see. We're kind of in a pickle here. Fortunately, I have more than one combine. Let's actually turn you off. And since it's just me, we're gonna finish opening up this field and get some out of here. So let's one man, yeah, if obviously this was set up for multiplayer, otherwise I would not have more than one combine. But here we go. We're gonna start up and harvest out to we're gonna play a little rescue mission here. Well, thank you, Caleb. I like to think of myself as different. There's a lot of like, for example, I would not want to listen to myself if I had to try to go to sleep or late at night and I was trying to wind down because I get too excited too often. But guys like Eustace Farmer or Laney Kid, who I mentioned earlier, they have really, really good voices and really relaxing voices. Not that they put me to sleep, but you know, everybody's different, and I like to see us as a community of YouTubers providing entertainment, and everybody's got different tastes. But I do appreciate that. Let's see. Probably would have planted 12 end rows here. Yeah, and see, so this is the other thing that I just hate having to guess. Oh, this is where I probably would have planted. This is probably where I would have planted instead of this is where I actually planted, because I've actually, you know, it's funny. I've driven the combine before where my brother planted corn, and I'm like, what was he thinking? Like, I can't turn around, or you made me drive to a point where I cannot get out of. And then, like, I've done the same thing to him where I planted and it's like, okay, so if I harvest it this way and I start opening up the field, I'll answer your question in a second. But if I start opening up the field this way, then I'll be able to get myself out. But then, you know, if he starts from a different way, it's harder to turn around. And so he's like, Daniel, why did you plant that way? That doesn't make any sense. And then I think the same stuff for him sometimes too. So it's quite fun, and it's just a huge aspect of farming. And your voice is annoying. Laney Kids one is way more. I'm not sure how to take that comment. Okay. Well, we will keep on driving on, and we're gonna go on up and unload my combine here, because we are all full, and we got a lot of combines sitting down that are not being used. Hopefully, yeah, it's I did try to get word out that we had a lot of mods changed, and someone else is coming in. All right, we got someone that downloaded all the mods. This is awesome. How you doing, Nolan? It is nice to see more people. I don't think I recognize you from. I definitely recognize my frequent commenters, but you know, I feel bad because I was someone commented on, I forget who it was. Someone commented on one of my videos that don't normally comment, and I felt bad because he was like, "Hey, I've been a subscriber since like number 50." How you doing, Adam? Sim just noticed. What's up, Wayne? What problem did you notice? Oh boy, where is Wayne? What is Wayne doing? How you doing, Adam? Adam, I'm up here with the harvest. If you want to, all right, Nolan. Yes. Thanks for letting me know. Anyway, I was I feel bad because I was talking with someone who just doesn't comment a lot, and I was like, I forget exactly what I said. It was something along the lines of like, "Hey, thanks for joining my channel," or something like that. And he's like, "Ah, I've been here since 50 subscribers. I just don't comment." And I felt bad, but you know, Wayne, you are running really fast. What is wrong? Tell me, Wayne. Yeah, yeah, it's a lot of mods. Wayne, what's going on? Wayne, I can't understand you unless you tell me. The ME tracks aren't MR. What? I put them in the MR file. Yeah, Sam, I hope you can join, but if not, then I totally understand. I definitely put the XML databank in the, that's weird. Well, I mean, that's not the end of the world. I thought you were talking about an actual problem. I mean, that is an actual problem, but, well, thanks, Caleb. I appreciate it. Yeah, that is one thing I wanted to mention. If anybody knows how to use Streamlabs, I would appreciate you telling me how, because I used to have a notification that would pop up on the screen to thank subscribers, new subscribers, when I'm streaming, but I noticed that that sound occurs even if I'm not recording. It just, like, I'm sitting there editing one of my videos, or I'm watching someone else's YouTube channel, and then the Streamlabs notification sound pops up, even though I don't even have OBS open. So it's, it got to be really annoying because people were subscribing when I'd be recording, and then I'd have to go through and edit out that sound because it looks really weird to hear that random sound on a recording, or even to see the notification, hey, someone subscribed to you when you're recording. It didn't make sense. So I do appreciate you letting me know, Caleb, and welcome to the channel. If you got any questions, let me know. I do a wide variety of tutorials, and I just have fun. I do what makes me have fun. And yeah, right now that is a lot of Farming Simulator and modding tutorials, and I'm working on an abandoned forest map for FSUK for their little modding contest over there. So feel free to check out that. It's also a modding tutorial series that I basically teach you how to make a map from scratch, or at least what I think is from scratch. And if I leave anything out from those tutorials, please let me know if you need to do anything regarding map making. What console? I only have, well, this is, I'm playing on the computer right now. I do have a PlayStation 4. I talked a little bit about that earlier in the chat. It's basically just for the baseball game, because baseball is the best sport in the world. And, yeah, I see that like a fact, like my opinion is the only one that matters. But, yes, I love baseball. I actually love Out of the Park Baseball, which is an awesome baseball spreadsheet simulator. If you look in the Discord, Sam, it is under Pound Announcements. Excuse me if my burp accidentally went on stream there. I think I caught it. Yeah, it's on the Discord channel. Just noticed you were replying to me in the stream. I wasn't watching it. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, Wayne. I even talked about you. I spoke about you. I talked about how you were being antisocial because you weren't in chat. Yeah. Whoa, that is... How are we allowed to go that fast? Oh, I wonder if that part was not fertilized. That part was probably not fertilized. Hey, thanks, WP... What the... Oh, my goodness. My dog just let himself in the room. Oh, I love my dog. My good old 90-pound puppy. He knows how to open up doors, and he just let himself in the room. That was a little bit of a scare because my wife is gone from the house at a lunch with someone, and it was a little bit scary to think that somebody was was opening up my door, but it was just my dog. Thank you, WP Docket. I appreciate that. You know what else is weird? I'll get back to you in a second. The textures are updating almost immediately now, and they were not in the past. It took, I wonder if it's just the more people you get on a server, the slower the texture updates. Well, I appreciate that, WP Docket. You know what? I was going to do this. I will do this during a December update, but let's actually do something fun real quick. Let's go to the, let's see here. Let's go to here, and I'll bring you this email in a second. Yes, the more people. Okay, thanks, Mod. I wasn't sure if that was for sure or not. And one second, I'm gonna show you my next project because this is awesome. So let's see here. Cameron messaged me with a couple photos of a couple areas in real life. Okay, so here we go. Let's bring this area up. You know what? Let's just go to Google Maps. GOO. Okay. So let's switch over to the display now. And where is it? So stream, display, capture. Here we go. I think this is... There we go. Okay. 1 second. Whoops. I thought my microphone was muted when I coughed and sneezed there and snorted. So sorry about that. Oh yeah, there's where I live. Yeah, hopefully not too many people saw that. I live right there in Austin, Texas, just southwest of Austin, Texas, and then I work right here, basically right there. Let's see, right next to the Chick-fil-A. Well, not right next. Right in there is, well, actually, I don't know if I should be reporting that because it's a control center and it's a secure. It's where we operate part of the power grid, but part of the power grid that we operate is you know what? Okay. Sidetracked of a sidetrack. This is ERCOT. This is ERCOT. This is the power grid in Texas. Texas has their own power grid. They are truly the Lone Star State, even in power information. So right up here, these are all of our. Oh, you know what? Let's right up there actually. Let's where is that? That is Panhandle 2, and this is Miami Wind Farm. So right up there, those wind farms we connect these wind farms down here to the rest of the grid in Texas. Technically, this area up here is not part of the ERCOT interconnection. They get their power from somewhere else. They get their power from, I think it's Western Power Pool or Western Connection. I forget what West-Eastern Connection. I forget what the other one is. Somewhere, I think they're based out of Colorado. But anyway, it's part of a different power grid, actually. So in order for Texas to get all the wind up here, this is the best part to get wind power in Texas. They had to build like 300, 400 miles of transmission lines all the way from up here, all the way to connect it to the rest of the grid. I think this right here is kind of the cutoff of the Texas grid. So anyway, that's where I work. That's what I do in real life. But let's go here to Mackinac. M-A-C-K-I, Mackinac, Illinois. I had someone who lives out here. I was asking him for new map ideas for my Tazewell County map. And for my Tazewell County map, yes, in case you're unfamiliar, the area, here's Morton. That's where I went to high school. 155, and look at that, Norman Deemer. That's my dad. So this is the area in real life that I modeled. There's the church I went to growing up, and then here is Morton, where I went to high school, right in there. And then there is Pekin down here in this way, and then here's Tremont. The biggest city that you probably know of in the area is Peoria. They're probably the biggest city in the state of Illinois. Bloomington's close, Champaign, Springfield are all close in size. But it's basically Chicago and St. Louis. Those are the two big cities. So anyway, getting on with it. If we go down to, where's Olympia, Hopedale? This is actually, right over here. I worked at a 1,000 pig farm. This is where I worked kind of in high school. He's got 1,000 pigs over there. You can see all of his sheds. Anyway, going down to where is Mackinac? Hopedale, it's north of, right up there, Mackinac. So this area, I was thinking of modeling this area for my next map. I had a couple good ideas suggested by Cameron. One of them is right in here. This is actually a 4 square kilometer area, if I am correct. So I was thinking of making either this area into a map. You can see it's got a lot of really, it actually has some pastures in there. Okay, well, thank you for joining in, Roblox. I do appreciate you for stopping by. And this map will be, by the way, for consoles. I'm going to make this one for consoles now that I know a little bit more what I'm doing. Yes, I will. No, I'm not stopping the harvest. This is just a temporary. I wanted to show you guys what my next plans are. After I finish my Abandoned Forest map, I'm going to make a map for consoles somewhere, either this area or I think maybe perhaps along this area. It's got a lot of really cool trees along the border of the map, and you've got the Mackinac River here that kind of makes it a little bit slightly hilly. I think that those areas could be quite a lot of fun to make a map on. Let's see if we can zoom in from Google. Nope, that road is not on the Google Maps. Okay, we're stuck behind you. Oh. Okay, well, let's switch to the game again then, and I'll stop talking about my plan. Oh, all right. Here we go then. Let's get harvested, and after this, then we're going to start harvesting. I think north and south, and then this section we're going to harvest east and west. I think we'll do the north and south part of the field first, because that will open up the rest of this field down here to travel east and west. And there we go. So. Sorry about that little delay detour, guys. I am, I forgot how I even got on that topic of my future plans. It is going to be a long time from now. I mean, heck, it'll probably be like a year before I get that map released. But, yeah, that's going to be a long time. A long time coming. But I do really like the realistic maps. Those are a lot of fun to make. And we're gonna do that. So, it'll probably be it'll probably be very similar to this map. I will get it just almost, I was so close to releasing it for FS15, my Tazewell County map, and I just barely didn't get it out in time. It was just, I tried so hard, but it's probably going to be the same thing where I'll get most of the stuff, and then Farming Simulator 19 will come out, and then I'll have to change over some buildings to be a little bit better optimized, and I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're going to kind of pull out here, and because I think we have enough to do well, we'll do this path. Whoops. That's okay. We're just gonna pretend I got that. That's just ugly. Travis, I am probably gonna be doing the stream for at least another hour. I'll guarantee you all at least another hour, pending, you know, catastrophe, world-ending type doom, death, zombie apocalypse. But if that does not happen, it'll be at least an hour. Maybe perhaps 2 hours. I think 2 more hours would be stretching it. I like my wife. I want to spend some time with her before I head on out. Wayne, I'm going to get GPS going on the straight path, and then we're going to do this part of the field north to south. So you can hook up with me kind of with GPS, so to speak, going north-south. And here we go. So let's do GPS. Come on, stupid. Okay, so let's do automatic width and new, and let's go over a little bit just because I think we might have missed a few rows. And you know what, the first one's going to be a little bit ugly, so let's just do that. And we're gonna put out an auger. And if Wayne's a good driver, he will. Yeah, see, you never want to put out the auger with the tractor right next to you because you could potentially hit it. But crisis averted. We're going to start going, and speed's about 3 miles an hour, Wayne. There we go. So we are dumping and loading on the fly. All right, Sam, I thank you. Yes, we could use the help. Welcome back, Caleb. We are getting GPS going. This first one, we're going to miss a few rows on the left there. It's a little bit ugly, but we're just trying to straighten things out for my ugly. And, you know, this is another thing. If they had realistic rows modeled, you wouldn't have to use GPS for picking corn to get straight rows because you would just drive along the rows. So that's can you save a course? Adam, you could actually come up next to me and hit the little, what is that, if the chat gets out of the way, somewhere there is a tractor. Where's the tractor? For copy the neighbor course, course from neighbor. Oh, where's my beautiful GPS mod? Save course, load course, delete course. Where is the course from neighbor? Yes, it's like the little, is that a tractor or a shopping cart? In the bottom left-hand corner, right above the new button, you will see a copy course from neighbor, and you can get my course from there. I shouldn't have to save it. I don't think Wayne's using a course, so you shouldn't have to come up right next to me. I should just be able to copy that course, and it should pop up for you. And, why hire them? Yeah, well, you know, yeah. If it was cattle and crops, we could hire them. That's actually one thing I was excited to see with cattle and crops. I wondered if you could give people names with, if they had a lot of really cool. I have a GPS mod for console. Oh no, it is GPS mod is not for console. It uses actually, yeah, it has to use scripts, yeah. So unfortunately it's not for console. Hopefully in the future they'll get a few of these vital mods like console, you know, like GPS. It uses actually is it scripted? Yeah, it has to be, right? It actually uses debugging lines from the game itself. So it is just a graphical display, but it probably uses the script part of it to turn around and stuff like that. So yeah, it's gotta use a script. All right, Travis. Well, Yeah, no worries, and hopefully you can join. Adam, you come on down that one. I'm gonna skip 2 rows and go on to the other side. So you can just do a 180 and turn coming back that way. So with corn, we always want to try to pull in perfectly straight. We don't want to knock over any ears when we are getting lined up. And there we go. Let's get there. And we don't want to we don't want to hit the auger with any trees, so we're going to put the auger back now. And yeah, there we go. I do miss Katrina. She's probably busy with Eve still. Let me look over on chat. Oh, nope. She's probably sleeping maybe then. She had a crazy Eve schedule. It's I do kind of miss her in this. She's a lot of fun in the game. Yeah, so here we go. Let's, are any of the trucks loaded? This is a really poor yield. We probably didn't have very many fertilizer layers, did we? I just got taken away for a... I just got taken away for a ticket. Yeah, was that a speeding ticket, a moving violation? I have a lot of, I had a lot of those, in high school. And, yeah, even after high school. Especially when I was driving from, Groton, Connecticut up to Vermont, Killington Mountain. We did a lot of snowboarding up there. So, yeah, that was, a lot of speeding, a lot of tickets up there. I'll tell you what happened on stream later tonight. All right, Travis. Yeah, that'll be interesting. We're just finishing opening up this. Again, this is kind of the bad thing that I hate about corn. I'm gonna keep harping on this because it feels so fake to me. In real life, you have to harvest where you planted the corn, and you can't just decide when you're harvesting where you want to drive the harvester. You have to follow the corn row. So what I am visualizing here, just to explain what I'm thinking, I would think that we did a bunch of north and south rows along the main part of the field there. But then over here, this field is too short to do north-south. So we would probably switch to doing east to west rows. So actually, if the guys are listening to me on the stream, I'm going to swap this over to doing east to west rows. I'll let Adam finish up over there. And this is what I would plant this is how I plant the field in real life. So this is what I will this is what I'm gonna do. I'll try to get out of the way for Adam here. And there we go. So hopefully Adam will just continue on that way. We're gonna pick a new course here and go slightly to the right. And make sure we get everything. A little bit more to the left. There we go. So we got an extra row maybe. Caleb, do I make model farms or no? I don't know. If you're talking about like, for like the model farms for like, I don't know, like models, like, you know how you used to build model cars and glue them together, or, you know, like a model farm for like remote control tractors or something like that. No, I don't. If you're referring to modeled like scale maps for Farming Simulator, then if you're referring to that kind of model, I do mapping based on realistic fields. But if you're talking about 3D modeling, I do not 3D model either. So I don't know Blender or Maya. Actually, well, I know enough to get me in trouble, and I know, how do I explain it? I used to know enough Blender where when I get back into Blender, I am frustrated and always quit because I forget the controls because I didn't use it. So I have to go back and relearn everything. But I used to actually be pretty good. Well, not pretty good. I used to be decent at 3D modeling, enough where I could build myself a little bale trailer, like we had on the farm. You know, some rough shapes like that. Nothing complicated. But I kind of stopped that. So yeah, I'm not sure what you mean, Caleb. I'm gonna need the auger wagon pretty soon. If someone could bring me that to keep things moving smoothly down here. Let's verify which. Let's see. Adam is going to. Yeah, I got a new course going over here, Adam. I don't know if you're done with that north-south section, but I started a new course east to west. Let's see, where is he at? It's always hard to tell. I'll just start up here. I'll go top to bottom then. I mean like 3D. So
So right, like Blender. That's what I was talking about. That's what you mean. I believe I already explained that. Just in the middle of the text chat there. I guess we'll just take this row here. Yeah, I used to 3D model a lot more. Well, right now I don't. Yes, I am in Central Time Zone. Where I live in Texas is Central, and also Tazewell County is Central Standard Time. So that is for those of you guys over in Europe. I've read that you describe that as UTC minus 06 or 6, UTC minus 6, something like that. Yeah. Adam, if you are listening to the chat, if you could copy my course. Okay, yes, that's fine. I was gonna say if you could copy my course and we'll do this section east to west. It has the longer rows east to west, and that's how I would plan it in real life. Oh, that's Wayne. Wayne, if you could copy my course and go east to west, that would be beneficial here. It's a little bit more efficient to go east to west than north to south. I'll let you pass me first, though, Wayne. And again, this is kind of the complaint. If the game... Oh, you're not listening to my stream then. Okay. If the game would correctly model the rows that you planted, it would be easy to follow. Yeah, GMT minus 6. But as far as I understand it, I thought they actually stopped using GMT because GMT is a physical location, not a time zone, if I remember that correctly. So I thought the world designated to like to denoting things in universal time code, the UTC. So it happens to be still UTC minus 6, but I think from what I read on the internet, at least, they stopped using GMT and they're trying to use universal time code instead. Because like I said, it's a time zone instead of a physical location. Okay, so I don't know how full are these trucks. These are both 100% full. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to. Okay, Travis, that's just fine. Actually, you know what? You can type it on Discord. I don't think there's any limit on Discord, if you so desire. Let's. Is there any room left in the auger wagon? You could perhaps dump on that. But let's go and. So here's the other thing. Do we want to store this corn? Do we want to store this corn? Or do we want to sell it? We have pigs. But we can also buy pig food from the global market. Okay, it's indecision time. I guess if... Okay. Hold on. We're gonna do math. Based on today... Well, we should at least store some corn, right? Do we have any... Well, do we have any earth fruits planted? I guess that will be the determining factor. It's automatic... The atomic clock started, okay. All right, thanks, Awesome. How you doing, Arkansas Bound? I was actually showing off my map. The DVR function is live. If you go back a little bit, I was actually looking over a couple areas where I'm going to make that console map in near Mackinac. So you can actually pull that up on the DVR, go back in time a little bit, and you can see where I'm thinking about making that console map. Like I said, it's still in the planning stages. It's going to be a long time, but I know you're really interested in that. So, and I'm just clicking around, not doing anything. What we wanted to do is look and see. Okay, so the fields we own, sugar beets or potatoes. Do we have any potatoes planted on fields we own? No, we could buy a field and harvest. We don't have, no. So it looks like, yeah, I can't download Discord and get it working on my CV because I code. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll catch that story later from you, Travis, then. Yes, it is Mackinac. There's an area northeast of Mackinac a little bit, and then west of Mackinac along the main highway. It's kind of an area surrounded by trees. If you can't find it in the stream, it's kind of surrounded by trees on both parts. And Wayne's waiting for me to what. Okay, so here's what I was looking at. Let's change to display mode. And then I'm going to bring over my little, this is my global market. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on up here to, oh no, because then I'd have to do all the correct ratios.
Let's just skip that. I was gonna try to figure out. Okay, let's just sell the corn. Not game capture. Sorry, window capture. There we go. I was gonna sell the corn, but then I thought that it might be cheaper to store the corn and make pig food, but we don't have any earth roots for this season. Let's just let's just sell the corn at the best price possible, and then we will buy pig food from the global market. I think that's probably the best way to do it. So now we just have to figure out the best place to sell corn. So if anybody is watching me, okay. Wayne, if you are listening, then how about you look up the best price to sell corn in game? I'm going to go back to display capture and pop this up. Let's look at the price for corn. Corn is pig cow. I hate how it keeps going to the bottom. Corn.
Countryside. Country trade.
It is made. What's the price there?
360. That's the best.
360. Corn is stop going to the bottom. Okay, we got maize. Maize. The price for maize is what's the price for you? The price for maize at the global market is 550.
Okay, I'm not looking in there. I don't know anything about that thing.
No, that's fine. I forgot what price you said.
Oh, 360.
Oh, so let's sell it at the global market. So I'm going to go back to window capture here, and we're going to sell it at the global market. And that will be the best price, and then we're going to later buy pig food as we need it. Actually, if one of us, you want to do rock, paper, scissors for who's going to buy pig food and deliver pig food to the cows, or the pigs, or did you already do that, Wayne, at the beginning?
No, I was cleaning up the cows and feeding the cows.
Did you have a chance to try the global market mod? I think you said you weren't listening to my stream. Yeah, so you probably didn't then. I wanted to test out that function. It looks like it's working. So let's... Hold on. Sorry. Where is... Let's see. I put it down that... Okay, we're just going to take this because I'm already taking the corner. And here we go. Let's... These are...
I hope you know where you're going.
Yes. These trucks are all MR, right? You saw that?
Yes, it's literally just the MB tracks which aren't broken.
That's a shit. I don't know what happened because I put that. I know I put that XML in the.
They're in there, but they're the wrong name, so I don't think they're the ones I sent you.
Oh, so I probably just didn't update it then. Okay. Yeah, that was probably one of those things that I was. I got distracted. Oh.
You got distracted there.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so I think here we want to turn a right. Let me pull up the map to double check. We want to go straight. Okay, we're gonna take the long way because we have to
take
do
the scenic route.
We have to do a little bit of backtracking here. And was there? I thought there was a path across. Yeah, maybe right here. Right there. There we go. That's what we want. I hope. We're going to take this detour. Yes. Nice, easy turn on. And yeah, these are a lot easier to drive around than the semis. These are a lot easier. I love the MR feeling. I wonder if I almost want to go back and edit these mods because I don't feel the weight when I turn. I think I want to edit so that it has
not
the
very
MR,
top heavy, is it?
Yeah, it needs the MR com trans with mass. That's what really makes them feel heavy. I mean, you can feel the weight, but just not like when you... Okay, here we go. So, global market. Let's run over some bushes, and let's look on in here. And one of these points is the sell point. I guess probably right through here. And
fingers crossed.
Yeah, exactly. Let's pull up our F1 menu. So, oops, not escape. F1 menu. And tip side back, so we have, let's see if we trigger this. There we go, unload. So let's reap the benefit of our labors. There we go. We are selling some corn. Oh, that's right. It doesn't update immediately. It updates a little bit later. So there we go. So now the way the global market works is we just, let's see. You'll see that tick in the upper right-hand corner in just a little bit. Hopefully... wait, don't dump yours yet. I want to see that first. That's kind of scary. It's not updating. I don't think it'll let you sell it, though, if it's not connected to the server. Maybe the server just... Hold on. I didn't see an update tick, did you?
Nope. Nothing.
Uh-oh. Let me go back to display and let me open this up and see. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. It says sending update to server mazed. Oh no.
Oh no.
It looks like update unanswered by server, so we just got robbed. Oh
Good
no.
job you told me to stop then.
What happened? It's the whole time it was receiving data, and what the heck? Did the server just go down? Update the server. Yeah, go sell that at a normal place. I don't know what happened there. We just lost a lot of grain. But oh well, what I do need to test is, well, let's see if this works with pig food. We need to buy some pig food. So let's buy pig food. And Wayne, this is why I wanted you to test it earlier. It's all your fault.
Oh, that's it. Blame me. I'm used to that.
Well, it's letting me buy pig food, but I wonder if this pig food is free then, since it's not connected to the global market. That would kind of be cheating, because I think pig food's probably more expensive than corn. I mean, it has to be, because it has other stuff in it, right?
I guess so.
Well, that didn't happen. Regardless, I bought a load of pig food, and yeah, I think it still has those values in the global market based on when we first loaded the game up and when we first connected to the server. But if we're not connected to the global market now, it would kind of be a cheat to use it in the future. But at the very least, we put something in, we got something back, even if it's not quite even. I'm not sure who's taking advantage of who there, but that's it took money. It did take the money, didn't it? But it didn't give us money. I don't know what's I don't know what happened there, but I do know that I need to go to the pig farm if I can find the pig farm, and we're gonna dump this up there somewhere. I don't know, somewhere in we're just gonna throw it on the ground, and then we're gonna run back out to the harvest because is the auger wagon full out there?
Not sure.
Huh. I wonder why that didn't work. Now I just have to find the pig farm. I actually don't know where the pig farm is at. I think it's this way. I think. Think being the keyword tricky phrase. Oh man, where is it? It's up here, right? I think this is it. No, or is this a sheep? Sheep's up here. The sheep are up here too somewhere, aren't they?
Alright, I have no idea.
All right, Travis, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we had our I've been so busy because my wife had like 3 Christmas parties last weekend. This weekend is pretty low key. Hopefully you're it was kind of funny because I live in Texas. For our company Christmas party, well, we had our Christmas party like a week ago, and our company last day of work for everybody who doesn't work shift work was yesterday. So they bought a bunch of barbecue, and that was a lot of fun. Your stream is better English school as a good German English. Sorry for my English. I'm German. Hey, no problem. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if I'm the best person to learn English from, though. I don't talk the best. So yeah, but I appreciate you stopping by. This map, no, I did not make this map. This is Stappenbach. This is made by LS Mod Company, if I am correct there, guys. Anybody? LS Modding? LS Modding.
No idea. Company. Probably.
LS Modding. LS Mod Company. I think, good luck with the current issue. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Travis. Hopefully we'll get that sorted out. At the very least, I don't know. Was down. Oh, what? So did we never got paid for our corn then? 1 second. It was down, but now it's up. Are you kidding? Oh, I had display capture on. Sorry if the frame rate was not very smooth there, guys, while I was doing display capture. It's still saying error while sending update to server. It's still giving me an error. I don't know. Honestly, I'd probably have to restart the game and re-enter to get global market working.
again, but I'm not gonna do that. So, yeah, that's that's kind of like what my weekend was last weekend, Travis. I wish you the best. Merry Christmas to you and all of your family and all of your guests at your house, and I hope you have a lot of fun. Our Christmas party was fun because when we had it, my wife's birthday was December 17th, and I bought her a big ping pong table for sale on Black Friday. It's I mean, it's like that ping pong table was like $800 brand new, and I got it for like $300-400. It was a very good deal. And why are we not unloading? What is wrong? Are our pigs full with food? You know what? Let's use our cool app. That's the whole reason I have this app. Why isn't Control Z working? Do I have Alt? What the? What is wrong? 1 second. I'm going to switch back to window capture. There we go. That should improve your frame rate. Yeah, exactly. To restart so for those of you unfamiliar with global mod, you have to start up the client. It's an executable client that connects to the server, but you have to start that up before you enter the game. And then I have to be, if it's on a server, on a Dedi server, I have to be dedicated server. I have to be the only one. I have to be the first one in the game to get the global market working. So whatever. We'll just skip that for now. Why is my unload not working? What we're gonna do is, why doesn't Control Z work either? Is it something with that truck? Okay, I wonder if I have like IC selected or something. Why isn't, my keys are working. I see the button to unload. Why can't I unload pig food?
If global market's not working, do you want us to stockpile this call?
No. Go ahead. We'll just sell it like normal. Yeah, we'll just sell it like normal. Well, I guess you could store maybe the next one. Yeah, we'll just store the next one. I don't know what the heck is wrong. Anybody in the chat have any ideas what in the world is wrong with this truck? It's not letting me dump. Tip side is back. Do I need like the small grain door? No?
Shouldn't do.
It's not letting me unload directly into the trigger. The one thing I was trying to do is it also won't let me press Control Z from inside the truck. So what I wanted to do is press Control Z. I wanted to go to, synchronizing data. Okay. I thought I crashed it. Let's see who is joining. Jack is joining the game. Welcome, Jack. We've got Jack joining. Are you sure you're? Yes, I'm on the trigger. It said, it gave me the little unload icon thingy in the bottom right hand corner, and then also in the yeah, wait. Yes, that's the normal pigs because I only have normal pigs. I don't have fattening pigs. I'll double check. But the first thing I wanted to do is to see if the pig food levels were 100%, and for some reason it just wasn't giving me the error message that, pigs are blah, blah, blah for 3 days or whatever. They have a maximum amount of food. So let's welcome Jack. You can start out with the corn harvest if you're looking for something to do, or I don't know, something else. Whatever you want to do is fine. Could start some more plowing, I guess, in some of those fields, but right now I think the big thing is getting the harvest going. So we have productivity, water, wheat, barley. That doesn't show the capacities, right? So we need to go to this. Is it not
because it's full of one thing, or would it keep filling up others even if one was full?
Pigs. From what I know, it generally fills up everything if one of them is full. That's the way it works with cows. Maybe it's just this. You know what? This is a mod. Let's try this. I think we have a Okay, let's stop driving in the pig food. Let's unload. Let's use the unload anywhere function to dump this, and we're just gonna dump this. I appreciate the thought. Anyway, Caleb, thanks for trying. I guess we can just dump it here. Let's just dump the pig food right here, right in a big pile. Right? I should be able to unload here. Yes, left control and I. Let's see if this works. Maybe it's just well, we know the unload works for the grain pit. Okay, unload works here. This is unloading. Got to pull forward a little bit so we can unload. And, oh, goodness. This is a little bit too low of a roof to be unloading this truck in. I think we just were barely safe. Okay, so now we need a tractor. Invisible collision. I don't know, Wayne.
No, I've got an invisible collision.
Oh, you have an invisible collision.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I brought a tractor up here. Let's go grab a tractor. Where are our little Zeters? I thought we had a Zeter up here. I guess we do not. We do not have a Zeter. Where's the closest front loader? Probably, is it all the way at the cow farm? I don't think we have any, yeah, I don't think we have any front loaders here. Yep. Okay, let's it'll be fun to do a little drive. Let's go over here, and we need, let's see, what do we need? We got a big bucket here, so I don't feel bad if I was to take, steal a bucket. If there is a bucket over here. Pig for the next 500 years. Yeah, pretty much. Well, we're going to buy a lot of pigs, so, yes. That's a lot of pig food. You know what? Actually, we don't need the weight here. We got a big, oh, there's a bucket. Okay, so we're just going to leave this guy. There's, what is that, 2 buckets? We're going to leave you there. And I don't think we need the back weight. They don't need any, well, they will need straw eventually. How are you guys doing? I'm just experimenting with the pigs a little bit. You guys are welcome to continue with the corn harvest. You know what? I should also, we should have brought some straw up to the pigs while I had making a trip up there. But oh well, we're just gonna test out the functionality of this pig food. We can add straw later. If someone else wants to bring a couple bales of straw up to the pigs, that'd be great. Actually, probably be better to load something like 16 bales of straw up on a trailer and bring it up to the pigs. So we can get, we actually need to buy more pigs too. So if someone wants to buy some more pigs, we gotta get more pigs so we can get more baby pigs so we can slaughter more pigs so we can make more beef so we can make more money. That's what we need to do. So get hot, guys. Get on that plan. Get going. No, you could finish the corn harvest if that's what you're doing. That is more than fine as well. There's a lot to do. So much to do, and I tell you, playing the stream's kind of hard because all I can think about is cattle and crops. That game was, it was a lot of fun. It's part of the problem is, like, I started to see, I was initially let down. I don't know if you guys saw the video, but it's like the level of detail with the textures and the physics with the dirt. It doesn't seem to have a ground response. It feels like there's no ground response. So it feels like you're kind of driving on concrete over the entire map, even when you're like in a field or driving over your own dirt tracks. That part was disappointing. But then I remembered it's still early access, and hopefully they'll improve that. And the bottom line is I'm excited for the AI driving all over the map. Like I watched Kerbo. You can have a tractor anywhere, and you can assign a hired worker to that tractor through like one of their functional menus, and then you can tell that worker to drive to any field on the map, and if the field has multiple entrances, you can even tell them what entrance to use for entering and exiting, and then you can tell them what job to do on that field. You tell them what equipment you're using on given tractor, and then you tell them where to go when they are done. So you can have them go anywhere on the map when they are done. So next field, you could have them return to your home farm. That is just, like, that's so much better than what even Courseplay is. And Courseplay is just a mod. You know, this is functionality built into the game, and it's already built in for early access. That had me really, really excited for the game. Parts that had me excited but aren't implemented are the, they don't quite have the soil functionality implemented yet. They have like potassium, phosphorus, and nitrogen, and wetness level, and disease levels. All of those are kind of set up in the menu, but they are not functional yet, I think. So that's something I'm really looking forward to for cattle and crops. That game has a lot of potential. Yes, exactly. That what Modelisha said. It's the devs who originally made Courseplay. I forget who. I think it was the original creators. I think different guys. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think a different crew is updating or took over the development of Courseplay and got it on Farming Simulator 17. But yeah, the developers for Courseplay are at least one of those guys. I think are the people who started Cattle and Crops. That was really cool. And then also the drive control guy, Upside Down. I think he was also one of the developers there. So it looks like the pig food works. It just looks like it was that trailer that was not right? I guess I should have made sure that it disappeared into the trough instead of just on the ground somewhere. Let's do that again because I don't know what we did. Yeah, that whole thing of the traffic and Courseplay and the AI is just amazing on a map. It's just incredible. I cannot wait for the future of Cattle and Crops. Like I said, I am a little bit disappointed it doesn't seem to have a ground response, but yeah, we'll just have to wait to see what the future of that game brings. Yes, I am going to go back to the harvest. Not just the one, I think some of the people developing it later too, but I think the people who got it into, yes, that's exactly what I thought as well. Thanks for clearing that up though, Mod. To answer your question, George, yes, we will be going back to the harvest. I just wanted to, while I was trying to sell some grain at the global market mod, I tried to see if I could buy some pig food and then dump the pig food into my pigs here. And the trailer was not working, so I wanted to see. Here, first we're going to. Okay, so I guess Control Z doesn't work when you're inside a tractor. We have right there, so like 1,500 maize and 551 liters earth fruits. Let's see if we dump. Let's see if this trigger. We're just gonna make sure this trigger is working. Make sure it's dumping in the trigger. And so now we have 591 earth fruits and 1,900 maize. Yeah, so everything is working. It's just that mod trailer. I'll get to your question in a minute, Caleb. We are using several mods. But it looks like that trailer right there to your right, that was not working with dumping pig food into the pig pen. So that's just fine, though. It's probably, I mean, dumping it into the pig pen was probably only a temporary solution anyway. You know, we're not going to leave a truck up here just full of pig food ready to dump when the pigs need more food. We're going to have a tractor up here because we also need straw. So if someone is bringing straw up here eventually, don't forget to bring a set of bale forks up here. But realistically, we only need one tractor up here, so perhaps it'd be better to bring that tractor back home, grab a set of bale forks, bring it up here with a few straw bales. Anyway, we're going to go back to the corn harvest now. And a good thing to note, actually, let's perhaps, in case we run out of pig food and money, let's dump one full truckload of corn up here at the pig farm. There is a silo pit up here. So Wayne or who else? Jack? Anybody else on the server? Come up here and dump at least one load of corn at the pig silo. I think that'll, you know, kind of as an emergency ration in case we're all out of money, so the pigs don't starve. They still have some corn to eat. And...
There's a truck full of corn up the field we're harvesting.
All right, I can. If you guys are busy harvesting, I'll just swap out trucks. I'll leave this one and I'll go deliver that one. You guys can keep going.
Okay.
I did, George, if you're looking for forward to me driving a harvester, I might do that later. I did that a little bit earlier in the stream. I don't know if I have a chance to get back to a harvester, but we will at least see the harvest in action. So hopefully that will satisfy you a little bit. And we got Sam. Oh, the boss. What?
Oh, what happened to the boss?
I just...
Is he no longer the boss?
I just actually finished reading... A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court by Mark Twain, and that was actually has a depressing ending, by the way. But he called himself the boss in there, so that was I'm thinking a lot of that book. He's the boss. That's a great book, by the way. In case you guys enjoy Audible or enjoy books, it's got a the most awesome thing about that audiobook is it was. Nick Offerman, which is the he's the boss guy on Parks and Recreation, if you are familiar with that TV show, and he's got like the perfect backwoodsy voice for that book. It was an amazing audiobook. Welcome back, Roblox. Sam, if you want to, I think we're focusing on harvest right now. I'm not sure how
much more the guys have to go, or if it might be prudent to do something like grab a plow and start plowing, because that would be the next thing I would imagine we would do with that cornfield. Are all the soybean fields harvested, right? We have...
No, we didn't get a chance to touch them.
Really?
Yeah, the corn and the soybeans were all... No, we did do the soybeans, sorry.
Yeah, we did the soybeans.
Was it canola or soybeans? Yeah, that was 3 fields put together. Yeah.
Yeah, let me, when will the chat come for Xbox? I don't know, Xbox doesn't have a chat function in-game. I was not familiar. Well, I guess most of you guys don't have keyboards, so, I guess it might not make sense to... Oh, wait, why is our pig health at 1%? They have everything. I think that just needs a little while to update, right? Oh, wait, wasn't there an error on Seasons mod where like you have to do something like sell an animal or sell all your animals, buy an animal, and then buy more or something like that? I forget what that is. Yes, Fent, Turbo Shift. That is indeed the Bullet Bill, the creator of West Coast and Coldwater Park Farm. That is the one and the same. He's pretty awesome how he comes in the game, and he works as my minion in this game, and I tell him what to do. Yeah, it's pretty awesome that he's able to join the game. But he is the one and the same. Messes stuff up. Not always. Very rarely. Where are you guys at? You're at, do you need this other truck out there at the cornfield? I think you do, yeah.
No, I've put a trailer on the back of the other one, so we've doubled up. So you can or not, it makes no odds.
Do you not need this one then?
Shouldn't think so.
I'll just drive out just in case. Can't hurt.
It'll be handy to have the backup.
What's that?
It'll be handy to have the backup.
Yeah, and then I can also go out there and I'll just switch over to something else if there's an open vehicle. Yes, Caleb, I do have steering wheel and pedals, as you can see from the fine adjustments that I am making on the steering wheel here. It is like a huge game changer to have a steering wheel and pedals. It makes it feel so much more real to drive a tractor and really just anything in game. I've got a Logitech G29, in case you were wondering, but it makes such a huge difference. It's like probably the most important peripheral, I would say, for the game of Farming Simulator. Well, really, what other peripheral would you have? I guess you could have the side console. I do have the side console as well, but I would say I do use the side console a lot, and I don't think I could live without it, but if I had to choose, I would definitely choose wheel and pedals. It makes the game so much more amazing. We're going to drive out here to the edge of the field, and are you guys all... Looks like we're all kind of done, maybe. I'll just park up here by the other truck. And then I'll go grab that other combine and either empty it out or see if there is anything left.
Still a few more fields to harvest.
Of course. Yeah, I guess I could open up this field on the left here. I think I'll do that. Yeah, you're welcome, Caleb. I think I'll do that. Let's go out here to... Yeah, I'll let you guys finish there. And Sam, if you're listening, I'm going to go open up that field to the... What is that? The north, south? East. It's field to the east. I might need that. But before I do that, let's actually look real quick. Actually, Adam, I saw you might have jumped in that combine. That you're more than welcome to do that if you want to. Take that over. I think everything else is empty, right? Everything else is empty. This is the last field. Oh, no. Wait.
There should be 3, 2, 3,
there's
4 fields of this.
There's... Right? Growing? Still says growing. There
is it
are
90, 91, 93, 95 need doing?
70, 78. Wait, why did it say growing? I thought we harvested those.
We harvested 145, 146, 147.
Yeah, we have not harvested soybeans, so we still have all the soybeans to harvest.
Okay.
Why don't we? Let's see. We're day 4. I'm gonna speed up. So that way we can get ready to maybe harvest some soybeans if we still have some time when we finish corn. Because it looks like there's still one more growth stage for soybeans.
Okay. Yeah, that should be good.
Before they're ready to harvest. Oh, wait, what is this? Ready to harvest. Fields 107, 103. What's 107, 1... Did we not harvest? Oh, that's all soybeans. Oh, we do have some fields of soybeans that are ready to harvest then. 103,
Okay.
107. So, yeah, I'll slow down the time when we get a little bit closer, but this will allow us to get through a few days here. Okay, so let's hop in. I'm going to put the auger back, and let's lift up our header. Lift up header. There we go. And, oh, sorry, Adam. I just barely got you. I speared him. Tractor pull. Yeah, you can join if you, I have oh. What? Why did I speed up the time?
Why did you speed up the time? See, it's all your fault. It's all your fault.
All right, Sam. See you later. Yeah, tractor pull. Cool name, by the way. If you look in the left side of the screen, you'll see a Discord invite. If you type that into Discord, you will look under the announcement thread, the announcement chat thread, and if you look at the top of that thread, you'll see the server information for downloading the mods. You're more than welcome to join on, and yeah, I told you, Modelicia, I told you why I sped up the time, because I was trying to think ahead and think about soybeans and harvesting soybeans, and I totally did not see the rain. Obviously, I did not see the rain in the forecast when I sped up time, okay? So
can you rewind time?
Can you? I mean I could do like
you can
GS
set time.
Yeah, I could do the GS whatever. Oh,
Don't know if that messes up with seasons at all, but yeah, it's possible.
No, it does actually mess up seasons. It's not the best. It's not the best thing to do. From talking with the seasons guys, they say to always speed up the time using the fast forward thing. You can't see it. Oh, are you on a mobile? Why can't you see it? It should be. It should be there on the left side of the screen.
Oh, rain stopped.
You know what? I could move it up above the chat a little bit. Yeah, it's still a little bit wet though. 1 second here. Let me move this up a little bit more like that, and then this window up there like that. There we go. So it is. Could one of you guys send the invite in the chat window? Oh, it's too tiny. It is. Yeah, that is kind of tiny, isn't it? Let's try this. Nope, wrong one. Uh-oh. Moving my screen around.
Can you have like banners at the top of the screen?
What's that?
You can have it you have like a banner at the top of the screen.
I could, but we'll just make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so let me know if you can read that now, and I will if not, I can copy and paste in the chat for you. So I think that we are just waiting on moisture here. And was one of those trucks full?
Yeah, mostly.
Okay. So I'll go deliver that truck while we're waiting here for the rain to get out. Look at that. That looks nice. Did you buy that trailer, or is that the so that's the AR frame trailer. Okay.
That's basically a swap body trailer, but I had to buy the thing on the back.
Both of them are full. This is gonna be a heavy load. This is gonna be heavy. All right, we're gonna have to go nice and slow here. And, oh goodness. Nice and slow. Don't want to tip anything over. You gotta go so slow in real life with the load this big. Yeah, with this, I actually was, yeah, I mean, in real life, you have to slow down with, like, maybe 5 miles an hour on a turn with grain trucks like this, dump trucks. It's not quite as bad until the load starts to shift, but if the load shifts and starts, you get more and more grain on one side, it's basically a point of no return. You can try to straighten out the wheels and stop the turn to stop the momentum, but then by that time you're basically going into the ditch guaranteed. So that's not a good thing either. Let's turn on our lights here. We got some good lights going. And let's see. Someone was asking what mods I'm using. We are using Seasons mod, GPS mod, what other important? More realistic mod, of course. The more realistic mod is a must for me. Let's see, what else are we using?
Global market.
Yes, well, yeah, we would have
tractors,
before. There's a few. Why don't you just use a semi? Caleb, we had actually semis before, but on this map, they're actually really, really hard to maneuver the map. And if you, even though this is roughly the same length as a semi, since it pivots in the middle, it's actually a lot easier to get around corners than a full semi-trailer. And this map has a lot of really tight things. And then if we don't need it, for basically every other crop type, we would not need extra capacity, and we would just need one little truck. We wouldn't even need this extra. We wouldn't need this extra trailer. How you can join, Caleb? Not you. Tractor Pull and George. So like I was telling Tractor Pull, if you look at that link in Discord in the upper right-hand corner, that'll send you to. Oh, can we get up this hill? That'll send you to a Discord channel. In that Discord channel, if you look under Pound Announcements, you'll see the links to the server and the password for the server and the mods to download. That should be everything you need there.
Is the Discord link not in the description of the video?
What's that? I used it. Well, yeah, I should just.
It's
post
in your other videos.
Yeah, I should post it in the description, but it got to be too cumbersome because part of the problem is I don't want people downloading everything if they're watching an old video thinking that they're having all the current mods. And there's no way to control that in YouTube. You know, if they have the link, they might think they're downloading all the mods, but I might be working on what mods to put in the server or newer mods. If it's in Discord, at least then I can
meant
kind
the Discord link.
What's
the
that?
The Discord link is in your description
of
the video.
Yes, exactly. The Discord link is in the description of the video, and I have taken a wrong turn. Because I'm talking and totally not paying attention where I'm driving. We got to, I think the best way at this point is just to go through our, go through here. Where do you want this straw? We have straw? Oh, Jack, up at the pigs. Actually, I'm going up there now. What is wrong with shadows on this map? My shadow graphics turned down really bad, or are you guys, when you guys drive under lights, you notice a weird problem? Yeah, that's right. It's got to be the map, because the shadows for my lights are fine, but when I drive underneath the buildings, those lights are really, really pixelated. It looks ugly. The straw, yeah, you just like, I do like to drive around the map. To answer your question, the straw, if you follow me, I will be delivering this load of corn up next to the pigs. That's where I want the straw. I have 8 bales in the pig farm. Okay. Oh, where do I want the straw? Over there. Just pick a place under shelter somewhere, and I possibly dumped the pig food where the only shelter is for straw or bales of hay. So hopefully I didn't. Just find anywhere that's convenient that's under shelter. We do have the option maybe to buy a very small placeable if you can't find any other shelter that might fit up there. I think that would work as well. So right now I'm delivering corn up to the pig farm. If I stop talking and remember where to turn, let's okay, let's try this. There we go. Good old blinker. We can remember to do blinkers. And slow down for the turn. And nice and easy turn. There we go. Then we gotta go nice and slow down this hill because look at this. Without even the accelerator, we're gonna pick up some nice speed. And slow down so we don't tip at this corner. And yeah, it's kind of a shame we had to turn off traffic on this map. But there were too many traffic jams. We had to turn off traffic.
Cows are going to need feeding. Quite desperate.
Oh, we are speeding up. Oh, yes.
Yes, because we're
yes.
hammering through time.
We need someone get hot on cows. We'll leave it at 5x speed for now. Well, maybe 15x. That should be slow enough. And yeah, actually, Jack, if you're still up there at the pig farm, you could perhaps do 1 second then. Let me help out Tractor Pull here. It's if you're not familiar with Discord, it can be kind of complicated. It is under the announcements page. At the very top of the announcements page, it is also a pinned thread. But here we go. Let me just copy this link and where is chat? Okay, so there's my chat, and we'll paste it in here, and there you go. That should work for the link for downloading all your mods. All right, let's get back to delivering the corn maze. How you doing, Adam? Welcome back. I'm not sure how much is left up there in the cornfield, or who's working on what. Is anybody working on feeding the cows?
I'm still in the cornfield, but I've just finished this field.
So Wayne's harvesting corn. We need someone to take care of cows. If nobody is, what shall I do? So Adam, you can take care of cows. If I don't know if he's listening to the stream or not, but you can. Here. Yeah, if you're not listening to the stream, Adam, well, you don't know what I'm saying, but you don't have to do cows, but that is something that needs done. And let's see, Wayne is. Let's see, so Adam's back. Jack is. I'm not sure what Jack is doing, but Jack is at the. Well, let's pull up the map. Jack is still up there at the pig farm. Perhaps, yeah, he's unloading the bales. That's right, he's unloading. Okay, awesome, Adam. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, so you don't have to do the cows. You can. Someone needs to take care of the cows at some point. I could also maybe go do that if you wanted to continue along with the corn harvest up there. Now, do I turn in here? No, I don't think that's it. That's not it. It's a little bit hard to see in the dark. Where are the pigs? Where are the pigs? You're welcome, Tractor Pull. I do hope you can get on before. Like I said, I'm not sure if you. Oh, just missed it. Oh, it looks like we can go down here. Like, okay. See you later, Craig. Yeah. Like I said, oh, that's my dog's tail hitting the door. In case you, in case you heard that sound. He gets so excited when people come in the door. Let's see, what was I saying? Yes, Tractor Pull. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be on the stream. I heard my wife just come in, and like I said, I did want to spend some time with her before I go to work. I have to leave for work in like 1 to 1.5 hours. So, oh man, how are we doing in here? Yeah, see, like, even this entrance. Yeah, see, there's no way I could get a semi through here. I know, Caleb, you were asking about why don't we use semis. There's absolutely no way I could get a semi through that turn safely. But, look at that. We can just barely make a trailer without clipping that hedge. So that's why we use these little trucks instead of semis. It's just a lot nicer. And it's a lot more functional. It's also really cool. I guess since you are also not on since you're on console, you might not know this, but this is part of the AR frame pack. I don't know if this is on console or not, but this is a really cool pack. It has all of these attachments. I don't like to use stuff like this because that's unrealistic. There's no way to power that from the truck by just attaching it. But yeah, so we can attach an animal transport, a flatbed, you know, a timber cage, a fuel tank, a milk trailer, you know, a slurry tanker, you know, or all types of these tippers for carting grain or really anything. And it's all on this one. If we go up here, it's all on this frame. So we can buy either of these trucks or we can buy any of these trailers and mix and match. It's kind of like a little Lego set. You get to mix and match everything. So it's really cool actually. And that's another reason why we're not using semis, because this thing is a lot more, I mean, granted, I guess you can attach things easily with a semi, but these are a little bit easier and more functional on a smaller, tighter map. And so that's what we're using. Let's go on in now here. This I might have some problems with. Let's see, how am I gonna get in there? I think it might be easier if well, first I have to open it up. Yeah, it is pretty cool, isn't it, Caleb? First I'm gonna have to. Yeah, but anyway, Tractor Pull, I never finished my thought. This was the longest I would say the stream would last guaranteed, and then I said that it might last another hour up until 4. But since my wife just got home, I will probably only be on here, I'd say another 15, 30 minutes. Somewhere in that range. I'll yeah, so I might as well start. Yeah, here's going to come the chat comments. Start saying goodbye now. So I will start saying goodbye now. And I am sorry, Tractor Pull, if I misled you there, or you missed me talking about that earlier. But hopefully you will be able to play with us next time. If you are on Discord, check that frequently, because I do announce there when I am streaming again. And then also, if you look on my YouTube page under events, I announce when I am streaming ahead of time on YouTube. But we still got a little bit of time left to go, and I don't know about this. Hello, Joseph. How are you doing? Okay, looks like we just barely made that one. Maybe. This is gonna be a nightmare. I think it'll be a lot easier if I come from the other side. Let's just back out of here. We're gonna do this right. We don't want to hit much of anything if we can avoid it. But now, of course, we have a little trailer problem here. Yeah, this is why you guys wonder why I don't get anything done ever, and why I have like 20 episodes on the West Coast of me planting with one season. This is why. So there we go. We're gonna do this the right way. It'd probably be easier to just, you know what? Probably easier to back the trailer in there. That would be the easiest way to do it, really. And then disconnect the trailer and pull in. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna try to do. All right. It's gonna be a little hard to do backing, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, right? Yes. Nope. Nope. Got to turn a little bit sooner. Here, you get to see my wonderful backing up skills. All right, so let's crank it hard a little bit to kind of get it going straight, and then straighten it up once we get it lined up. There we go. That's a little bit better way. But did we overcorrect too much? We'll start going back the other way. I think we got it this time. There we go. That's if we can get that unload. There we go. And there we go. Let's unload. Look at that. I'm doing stuff. I backed up stuff. Will you play Sheckland? Do you mean Skeleton? Skeleton? Is that the right way to say that? Skeleton? Yes. The plan eventually will be, I'm gonna, my users have voted to stay on the West Coast map, and I only have enough time feasibly to play 2 maps. I don't want to jump back and forth between 3 maps with only 3 episodes per week, or sometimes even only 2 episodes per week, as my current schedule right now is like kind of hold on. It's 2 West Coast episodes every week, and then on Monday, you know, so that's on Wednesday and Friday, and then on Monday it's like kind of whatever. It may or may not be a West Coast episode. It might be a tutorial. It might be cattle and crops. But that's my current schedule, and so trying to fit 3 maps in is just way too complicated, and I would lose my brain, let alone not make any progress on any of the maps. Since I basically, well, not basically, I do always play on hard. I do always play with more realistic mod. And I always play the season, so things move really slowly on my series. So all of that to say, yes, I will be transferring to Oakfield Farm. I'm gonna do a combination thing between Oakfield and the West Coast using the global market mod, where, you know, like say I'll have all arable crops on Oakfield Farm, and then all my animals are gonna be on the West Coast, and then then I will basically use the global market mod to transport grain from one farm to the other, you know, so there'll be a little bit of loss there with the selling and buying with the global market mod, but that could be, you know, a contract company hiring it out. So anyway, I'm gonna have like pigs and stuff like that, and I'll just ship all my grain from the Oakfield farm to the West Coast, and that's kind of my plan for that. Unfortunately, since I only have time to do 2 maps, and people voted to keep the West Coast series going, that means that I really want to try keeping them connected in a roleplay theme like that. So if you're unfamiliar with my series, you know, I talk about my brother a lot. It's my farm. We transferred all of our equipment over from... all right, Sam, welcome back. You can finish up the corn harvest up there. I think we got some other people taking care of some cows. I'm actually going to be on my way up there to join you if that is what you were doing with the corn harvest. Yeah, some other people are feeding some animals, making sure that they are going, and then I think we're all planning to reconverge on the corn harvest. Anyway, to finish that thought, as sad as it is, I will not be going with the skeleton map. It is an awesome map. I want to play on it at least a little bit more, just to try to continue to bring awareness for the you know, the charity function of that map, because it is an awesome thing that they did, but my time is limited, and since it doesn't have seasons, it kind of eliminates it from the role play thing, since I can only do 2. No problem, Joe. I'm still answering your first question. So yes, Sorry about that, but thanks for stopping by, Joseph. But to answer that for anybody else, I won't be playing much on Skeleton just because I want to do that roleplay theme to keep things moving back and forth between Oakfield Farm and the West Coast, which means that I basically have to. I can't do Skeleton because it needs seasons, and that is not really going to be seasons. I mean, you could put seasons on there, but from what I understand, it wouldn't work so well. So it kind of puts it out for that. It is a really cool map. I really want to get on there and work some of those really small fields. Maybe if I have time, I'll try to spend some more time on that map as a, like, you know, exploring it, or a standalone series, or I don't know, maybe a special roleplay type thing where I just get on there. You know, that could actually be fun if, okay, so Skeleton map, if anybody else is playing that map, like any of my viewers or streamers, maybe I could jump on with you and help you out on your map. That could be a great way to kind of feature the map, but I don't have to do a full Let's Play series on it, but I could also, you know, pretend I'm flying in, taking vacation from my own farm to go help you on yours. That could be fun. Yes, awesome. Look, Merry Christmas all. Merry Christmas to everybody. Tractor pull. I have a G29 steering wheel. That is what I have. It is awesome. I highly recommend it. Granted, I am just coming from the generic farming simulator steering wheel, and that one was awesome until I felt this one. This one is just, you know, it's like leather wrapped, or at least the fake leather, and it's the force feedback system is a lot nicer than the spring. I'd never messed with force feedback before, so I didn't really know what that felt like. I thought the spring was good, and it was until I felt this one. The wheel is great if that's all you can afford. It is a little bit cheaper, but it's cheaper for a reason, and I love my G29. I'm very blessed and thankful that I was able to get a G29. You also asked what I want for Christmas. That would be the shifter for the G29, but I forgot. Can you believe I just remembered today that I sell all the rest of the corn? I think we have enough corn for... I think we have enough corn to last us a long, long time with the pigs. So I think we could sell the rest of the corn, and I hope we can, at least. I don't know that for a fact, but you know, in the future, we'll always be able to use the global market mod to buy more corn if we need it in the future. And corn is just really a temporary stopgap anyway. I think, well, I don't know. Maybe we should know. You know what? We have the cash. I take it back. Go sell the corn. I mean, don't go. Go store the corn at the pigs. Store all the corn at the pigs. All the corn that we can store it up at the pigs. That's what we're gonna do. Jason, Merry Christmas to you. Jason's probably my best friend in the real world. I was really good friends with him in California when we were living out there. We did a lot of stuff together, and we used to play games all the time. Before I started YouTube, we played games all the time, and he's the one that kind of got me into YouTube. But I used to play games with him all the time. He was the one that got me heavily into... What's the honk button? There we go. He's the one that got me heavily into Factorio, and it's probably one of my huge... I wouldn't call it disappointment. Let me turn around first before you dump. It's not a disappointment, but it's not a frustration. It's a sad byproduct of always doing YouTube. I have very little time left over for my friends, for just relaxing and playing with them, because almost everything I do goes towards either recording YouTube or something like that. And yeah, there's just never enough time in the world, is there? So thanks for stopping by, Jason. You know, a funny story. I found out that what was it? I texted him because I hadn't heard from him in a long time, and you know, we used to text back and forth all the time, and I hadn't heard from him in a long time, and I texted him to see how he's doing, and he asked me how my new G29 is going. I'm like, what? How do you know? I'll ignore that. How do you know that I got a G29? And and he's like, well, it's because I listened to your YouTube. I know that you have a G29, and the darn guy, my best friend in the world, he listened to
a lot of my YouTube videos, but he never comments. So I didn't know that he was listening to my YouTube videos. And yes, thanks for. I still love you. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, we're gonna have to. Yeah, we're gonna have to hook up. Maybe that would be awesome if we can find time to do some more Factorio together. Oh my goodness, you disabled the shuttle control on this tractor, didn't you? We got to get that going again. Wayne, are you on GPS? I'm gonna copy your course if you're on GPS.
Yep, GPS. Yep.
Okay, here we go. So let's actually it looks like this is already. Let's just copy your course just in case. Copy from neighbor. There we go. Looks like I am gonna be following you now. Yes. I got vacation after today. Awesome. That is awesome, Jason. We're going to hook up. We're going to do some fun Factorio stuff then. I really miss playing Factorio with you, buddy. And Farming Simulator, too. We used to do a dedicated server with just me and Jason before I started the YouTube thing. And we played... yeah, I would. Yeah, I typically... Even though it's such a short and small field, I typically... Like, with combines this size... I would typically always plant double the header width to turn around, at least. So 24, that'd be 24 rows, so that would be doing another headland. It's just, it makes it so much easier to turn around. Otherwise, you can't turn around. Not turning around is problematic. Yeah, we typically plant, actually, I mean, we typically plant 24 rows. It's just... You know, that's 4 passes with our 6-row corn planter instead of just, you know, maybe 1, depending on the corn planter you have, or maybe 2. So, yes, that is... Well, I copied your course, but my outfit, or did you just not have it?
No,
yeah.
you were fine.
Okay. So, you must... Yeah, you were just along the end there. That's what I'm noticing. Okay. Let's go up to the left here, and... Wayne's going down there, so we're just gonna pick a path in the middle of the field and go on in. I think that is well, I wanted to go up a little bit further, but based on the angle of the field, I didn't really go that much further at all. This field would be a lot easier to turn. Yeah, this would be a lot easier to turn going the other way. So you turn into the curve instead of like against the curve, if you know what I mean.
We could start from the other side. That was the original plan, to start from the other side.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. But no matter. Actually, yeah, I'll just go up there when I'm done on this side. We got our 3-class combines here, 1, 2, and 3, with corn heads that don't work with the proper animation. That's kind of disappointing.
Disappears.
Yeah, and there you go. You can see that texture is going to update eventually behind Sam there, but the more people you have on a server, it just doesn't always update quite as fast. So that's kind of a... I hope that updates. I'm sure he harvested that.
It's disappearing for me.
Yeah, it's still there for me. That's...
Huh.
It's still there. That's interesting. Now I'm watching and playing Farm Sim. Well, Caleb, yes, that's awesome. Yeah, I love... You made the mention now you want to get a PC. I love PCs. It's kind of what I grew up with, and there's just so many more things you can do with the PC than you can with the console. Like I said, the only reason I have a console is because of the baseball game. It's kind of a locked thing. All right, so we've got backing up, pulling in straight, and trying to pull in straight as possible. Let's lower the head, and let's get going. So I should continue saying goodbye because, yeah, we've got to start saying goodbye. I haven't had a lot of time with my wife because I'm actually working 100 hours of overtime this month alone. We had someone, basically we have to fill the shoes of one of the operators, so, 4 people have to work in a 5-man shift, and that means overtime. Fortunately, even though my job is salary, we get paid overtime, which is awesome. I cannot complain. It's more than paying for all of our Christmas presents, and we buy a lot of Christmas presents for a lot of family and a lot of cousins, so that's awesome. Thank you, Beer Hunter. Beer Hunter, right? It's I got you. I just installed a TV. We had an extra TV laying in the garage. And oh, sorry, Sam, didn't see there. And I guess I'll start on this, there we go. And, yeah, I just saw, we had this extra TV in the garage, and based on my streaming setup, it's fine for recording. It doesn't matter as much for recording, but for streaming, I like to have my, my voice audio from Reaper, and then I like to have OBS, and then I also like to have Discord, so I can see the chat over there. And then I needed, that basically fills up with the game. That fills up 2 computer monitors full if I want to be able to read things and see things clearly. Oh, yes, let's do that. If I want to be able to read and see things clearly, so then there was no room for the actual live stream of the actual stream and the chat window. So right now I installed a TV and I'm running that as kind of a third monitor up above my desktop. So I'm trying to read names correctly. I think I need a new glass prescription. Beer Hunter, yes, that's your name. Yeah, I have, well, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel, Beer Hunter. Yeah, I also bought Madden because I really enjoy playing Madden with my brother. Basically, my brother is the only reason why I have a console between the baseball game and the football game. It's all my brother's faults. Yeah, Madden's a pretty fun thing. I'll just, let's pull forward a little bit so Sam can finish. I don't want to dump on the ground. Okay, there we go. Yeah, tractor pull. I'm not sure if you're familiar with my Tazewell County map, but that was modeled after a, it's available on the Giants Mod Hub for PCs. Unfortunately, not consoles, but it was modeled after a real-life farm, and we own roughly 200 acres. We farm another 200. I believe those numbers are correct. I never remember numbers like that, but that's roughly the size of our farms. We have small equipment, and there's no shame in being a small farmer, because if you're a small farmer with big equipment, then you're not a farmer for very long. You're a broke farmer. That's what you are. So let's go with we got to lift our header, and we can turn off our separator because I think we are done with the corn harvest. We can also switch over to the head and fold up the header because I think we're all done with corn. And let's see. I'm gonna have to turn on the hazard. How you doing, Adam? Are you trying to ride with me? I get to go now. I'm live. All right, Caleb. See you later, Caleb. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. We have, let's see. Well, let's go get set up for the soybean harvest. We're not going to have time to start. Maybe we'll have time to open up a field, but let's go take the headers back and get the bean heads. And then, yes, if you get big and want to, yeah, yeah, exactly. Oops, I thought you went. Let's, there you go. You don't, yeah, you got out of there just fine. Let's see. Jack, if you want to take that auger wagon on down to one of those soybean fields, like down, let's say we'll start at 112. Take it down to 112. We'll leave this truck here, and we can come get it later. Let's take everything back and start switching to soybeans. So you're going to go a different route, Jack, since we all have to go back and get the bean headers. But you can make your way down there and then perhaps go take the truck as well. And remember, I forget who's driving that other truck, Adam, I think. Try to take as much as possible up to the pigs and store it there. Unless that storage is full, then you can feel free to sell it. We've got, let's see here. The bean headers are all back at the home farm. Is that correct? Anyone? Wayne?
No, they're down by field 91, I think.
Oh, shoot.
We ditched them for this lot. You kept asking people to bring you stuff.
Well, okay, so I guess I guess the right thing to do then is take the corn headers back, drop them off at the farm, and drive all the way back and grab the bean headers. On that note, I think I'm going to speed up time a little bit because the fields are not ready to go, and they won't be ready to go for a while unless we take the bean headers all the way down to the other fields.
let's just do that so we don't have to take care of... Oh, boy, this is bad. Let's just do that so we don't have to take care of the animals again in the time being.
Whereabouts are these headers going to? I guess down with all the other machinery.
Yeah, take all the corn headers back to the main farm.
Like the contractor's yard thingy.
Yeah, the contractor's yard. How you doing, Hendry? Good to hear from you. Welcome. You just tuning in, I think. I don't think I remember you from the chat earlier. I mean, I remember you from previous chats, but I think this is your first time just joining, probably. Yeah, welcome. We're just winding down the stream. I think we're gonna set up to harvest beans, maybe open up the field. I don't know. I'll probably actually sign off and let the guys on the server, if they want to. They don't have to, but if they want to, I'll probably fast forward time until that next growth stage at the end of day 6, so start of day 7. So that way we can be ready to harvest all of the soybean fields all at once at the next stream, and the animals will be taken care of so that we won't have to worry about them when we are harvesting the soybeans. Yes, this is a dedicated server. You can see the link to download all the mods up a little bit further in the chat or on our Discord channel if you're looking to join in the future. But, oh yeah, that's right. I already sent you that link. Yeah, you're a tractor. Okay, so Wayne's going on out. I'm going to try this entrance and see if we can make it on in here. Well, yeah, welcome, Hendry. I'm glad you were able to catch us, even if it's just for a little while. Let's wait for the woman to stop walking. We don't want to... it's in the, let's see, the name and password. The name of the server is, for future reference, it's available in the Discord under the announcement tab. You might have to scroll all the way up to the top. There's only like 3 announcements. But the name of the server is the SimStation, I believe, or SimStation server. No, I think it's just SimStation. The SimStation. The password is more realistic with a capital on M and a capital on R for realistic. All one word. All one word, by the way. And here we go. Looks like Tractor Pull is going to be able to join the stream, even if it is just for a little bit. And let's drop the header right there. There we go. I actually should have lowered the header first before just dropping it. That's not a good thing to do. Well, what do you guys want to do that are on the server? Do you want me to speed up time? We might have to take care of animals, but then that would allow us to get all of the fields in the harvestable state. But that might mean someone taking care of animals, or would you rather just maybe start the soybeans down there on the fields that are ready to harvest, and we'll worry about the time.
The ones we were at.
Maybe the next.
Where the headers are.
Well, no, those aren't ready yet. That's the problem. If we advance time, we could.
Is it 107 that's ready?
It's right where Jack's at. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
those fields down there. There's actually a lot. Why don't we just take all the headers down there? There's a lot of fields down there. Let's just take the headers down there, and it's ready. That way we can just kind of play it slow, play it by ear, and let's see. There is still a corn. Yep, it looks like Jack's getting it now. You run my man, Jack. Good job. Gotta get out there and get some bean headers. And the soybeans, for future reference, all the soybeans are gonna go back. We're gonna try to get that soy milk factory running. So the soy milk factory also needs fuel and maybe water. Let's get that set up to go. So all we can do is deliver soybeans there. And we'll basically kind of run that like the composter, where we try to keep it fed as much as possible, as much as it can take. We're going to deliver soybeans there. And then, instead of selling soybeans, we're going to store the soybeans. So that way we can make soy milk out of all the soybeans. We don't want to sell them. We're going all out with factory. Factory style. Well, not all out, just with a few things at least. Yes, I still have my blinker on. And, well, okay, I don't want to run over people. So I'll wait till I pass them, then I'll get off to the side, Wayne. There we go. There we go. I'll catch you guys down there. Okay, we're going to miss this person. Catch you guys down there.
Okie dokie. If I know my way there.
Yeah, that always is the,
I still get so lost on this map. It's too easy to get lost.
Yeah, Peter's. Yeah, this. If you guys have never played this map before, it's easy to get lost. And even when you have played it, it's still easy to get lost. You should not drive with the combine unfolded. Yeah, that's something that I always forget because in real life we don't have a combine that folds or unfolds. It's just put the auger back, and that's basically it. Okay, so where is? Suppose we should fold it on up then. Just to minimize, there's a lot of overhanging. It wouldn't really matter if it was, we're empty, so that's safe. That's a huge safety concern for driving on the road. Anytime you drive on the road, you need a combine empty. It is way too easy. It's way too top heavy, way too dangerous, and it's not made for transporting grain. So empty it out, and then make sure your auger is back, of course, and then fold it up if it has a folding action. Like I said, if it was a really open map, it probably wouldn't matter. But there's a lot of overhanging branches. We would not want to clip any of those branches, which we would easily do on this map. And why am I stuck? Oh, stupid great demand. I don't care about you. You always have to just show up and ruin the day. Okay, here we go. We are going on, if I can stay on the road. Let's hop back inside the cab. Yeah, so wrapping up stream. It's I will finish the stream in within 4 minutes. We're gonna keep saying goodbye. Yeah, let's keep saying goodbye. I don't know what to talk about. It's normally the problem is why my goodbyes last so long is because I see something and then I start talking about that, or typically I see something, or what I'm talking about reminds me of something else, and then I just go off on a tangent and talk about that. So I'd be a pretty bad teacher, I think, if I don't control myself because, yeah, tangents. I do love math, though. Goodbye, Tractor Pull. Thank you for, what about cattle and crops? Oh, are you trying to get me started on a tangent? Is that what you're... You jerks. You guys are gonna make my wife mad. I'm gonna send her to you. This is Texas. We have guns. We have guns all over the place down here. Although I probably wouldn't be allowed to take them into the UK or anywhere in Europe. Anyway, let's not start that topic. Let's take this road and keep going on down. We are driving on down, getting soybean field. Not gonna get started on anything else. Well, I guess I will talk about. I hate you guys. I will discuss the future of the month. I am busy. Like I said, I am working a lot of overtime. But I might want to slow down time. Yeah. Are the animals? Yeah, I had it kind of sped up to kind of seem. Yeah, 5x speed's fine. We can always speed it up later if we run out of things to do and still want to harvest those other soybean fields at the next episode. But well, also like I said, I'll get you in a second, Beer Hunter. The other thing that I said is, what was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, I just wanted to talk briefly about stupid Model Leashers comment, cattle crops. I will do a mini Let's Play series on that, at least as long as I am entertained. I know the functionality is a little bit limited since it is not quite, it's still in development. It's early access. So I don't know how long I'll be playing that, but I definitely want to play that for quite some time. And at least explore all those features and functionalities. I did try the Cantabria Infinite map. I don't know. It seemed a little open. I'm not quite sure what I didn't like about it. We were actually discussing that on the stream that I did yesterday. Sometimes it's hard to put your finger on why you don't like a map or why you don't like a map. Bear, there you go. Yeah, it's just kind of, granted, my Tazewell County map is kind of plain. It's got ditches and trees and not really any shrubbery, but if you look at the ditches in real life, a lot of time they're mowed, and so we don't really have weeds. We don't have weeds or bushes next to fields. We don't have shrubs or hedgerows, and I could have had more details on the creeks because there is some undergrowth there, but I don't know. I didn't put a lot of detail on that map either, so I don't know if it was a design consideration for that map, but honestly, it felt a little bit too much like my Tazewell County map. I generally don't like open maps. I like maps to feel cozy. I like maps with trees and hedgerows, and I don't even like playing my own map, my Tazewell County map. Even when I first started testing it, I enjoyed it at first because it was kind of a novelty. It felt like I was really farming in real life because I feel like I made it to replicate the area pretty good. But what made me choose this map for the multiplayer Dedi? Well, okay, so I guess that's kind of how I played I think it was back when I was testing out the Cantabria Infinite map. Yeah, the factories are awesome. I guess I'll discuss that a little bit. I've never been a huge fan of factory maps until I played Stappenbach. I chose Stappenbach because it felt like it looked really, really cool, and it also looked like is that a different soybean texture? I do like that soybean texture. Anyway, I chose this map because it's huge, it's cozy, and it also has a little bit of production stuff. And while I'd never have played on a production map with a multiplayer server really before, I wanted a few more things to do. And I mean, with seasons and animals, there's already enough to do, granted, but I just wanted a little bit more options, and I kind of started liking factories, and so that's why I really, really enjoyed. Yeah, there you go. I really, really enjoyed the idea that you could kind of branch out with the Stappenbach map and do some other factories and some other things on the map. So no matter how many people we have on the server, there's basically always stuff to do and people to keep you, or there's stuff to keep people busy, and that's why I chose this map. That's why I did consider the Cantabria map, but it just felt a little bit too open. And this map kind of had the best mix of, it's not like an all-out factory map like Cantabria, but it does have a decent amount of, like, it's got at least the composter, and then I added the soy milk factory and the Castor Foods. But it does have a decent amount of stuff where, it's got the best mix of everything, I guess is the best way to explain why I like this map. I enjoy the scenery, and I chose it for this dedicated server. Peter asked what I thought about the Mills County map. I actually have not had a chance to try it yet. It would be interesting. It looked pretty, but I don't know. I haven't had a chance to see it. I can't really. I think it's a field member. Okay. I haven't had a chance to play it. I would like to try it. I think that's the one that's up. They say it's on the border of Wisconsin and Illinois, unless I'm mistaken, or it's a fictional location up there. I'm not sure. On my own map, I have basically replaced all of my steel bins because I really loved the look of those old ones. I knew that they had a huge amount of polygons on them, and I thought I could get away with it. And on my computer, I can, but based on the reports of other people, it's just performance-wise, it's not good to do that. And so I swapped out all those beautiful bends for slightly uglier bends. I mean, they still look fine. They're just not as pretty and detailed. It's a shame there's not an in-between thing for steel bends, but that's the best thing I could do. And then actually, I swapped out the hog shed for my map because that hog shed also had a lot of polygons, and I tried to make it fit because it looked really close to like what we have on the farm, or what we had on the farm when we had pigs. But in the end, sometimes you just have to do performance instead of what models you want, and that's part of the problem, right? I'm not a modeler myself. I can't fix models in Blender. I'm sure a guy who's a whiz with Blender could probably go in and reduce the poly count on those steel bends and still make it look really nice, but there's not enough time for everything if you're making a map. Indeed, a 4X map is a huge undertaking. So one day I would love to learn Blender more, and I think we could consider it opened up. I think this field, we will harvest it kind of going from what's that, northeast to southwest. Those will be the long rows. So if someone wants to set up GPS and do that, I think for now, though, I've got to go. I'm going to spend time with my wife before my night shift. It is Christmas after all. I would feel bad just leaving her all alone before I leave her for 12 more hours for the night shift. So I will leave you guys on the server. They can, yeah, it's a huge deal. Forest maps are, I mean, they take 4 times as long as a normal map. Literally. Yeah, and as you can see, like, it's hard because I could have put more detail along the roads, or, you know, mixed in with some extra foliage there, but I mean, you're doing it over 4 times the amount of map than what a standard size map is. It takes so long, and that's the monotonous stuff that I hate. If I enjoyed doing that stuff, making a map a little bit more, then I'd probably like adding detail, and you see a little bit more, you know, different types of grass, for example, in the ditches. But it's close enough to me, because if you look at the ditches on Google Maps, it just looks green, and that's what it looks like in game to me. Since I don't mow, you know, we don't really ever mow any of our fields or anything like that. I'm not a big grass guy, and I don't worry about stuff like that. But anyway, yes, thank you, Modalisher. Thank you, Merry Christmas to all. Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you for joining me on the server, and I don't know how to use GPS when I do it all. I will leave the guys on the server here. We won't do too much on the server. They might finish this batch of fields down here, but we'll still have a lot more soybeans to harvest. We still have, I believe, 78, 108, 109, 90, 91, 95 are all soybeans that are unharvested, and they are not ready yet. So I'll leave the guys on the server for a little bit. They're probably gonna, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'll just let them do whatever they're doing. And yeah, if I will ask for the guys on the server listening to this, if you do choose to stay longer, if you could, when you're done, advance time a little bit, and then top off the cows and pigs, so that way we're ready to go with the rest of the soybean harvest in the future. But then don't start that soybean harvest. So that way it's kind of a, there's a little bit of time missing from stream to stream, but the people that have had a chance to see all the streams or go back and watch the streams, at least they can kind of, you know, progress and follow. So it's kind of like a let's play to them, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, that's not that you have to stay on the server for that long, or if you want to just harvest the fields and then you have to leave, and I can do pigs later tonight or something. So don't worry about that. Just don't go much past doing these fields and advancing time. If you do decide to do all of that. Anyway, goodbye to everybody on the stream one last time, and thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching me, and yeah, I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. See you guys later. I'm gonna just
goodbye.
cut it, and yeah, goodbye. You guys want to say goodbye quick to the world? To the world of 15
Goodbye.
people.
I think it's only me talking.
Yeah, everybody else is kind of dipped out, and people are dipping out from the stream as well. So goodbye, everybody, and thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching the stream, and Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope you have a fun, safe holiday season. Bye-bye.